Well, I think I'm live now. I'm not sure. Anybody here or am I on my own? There we go. I have to turn this down. Hello, everyone. Another week has passed. Oh, I had a busy last few days. I actually got out and did some videoing, and I didn't get to put it up because I've been really busy here. Um, trying to turn the sound down there. So yeah, I've been pretty. I'm alive. I am alive. I've been really busy the last few days, Lori. My grandson's birthday was yesterday, and well, I spent the whole day with him. I had gotten him one of those, battery operated Jeeps that they drive, and anyway, I was at his birthday party in the morning, and then I stayed all afternoon, and we got his Jeep put together, and we took him outside, and he got to drive it. Oh my gosh, it was so sweet. He is just so precious. I love that little boy so much. Hi, Lee, how you doing? So yeah, it's been a busy weekend. And then today my daughter took me and she wanted to get some portraits done of her and I because we haven't done that in a long time. And she said, Mom, I'd love to go and get a portrait done, me and you. So we did, and Henry came with us, my grandson, and we got some pictures of her and I, and Henry too. And I think they turned out beautifully because he's such a camera person. He just like lights right up for the camera and just a big grin, and it was quite nice. But anyway, I ordered three raised beds. They should be here within the next week, so I can start my garden. I can't wait to start my garden. Like I just I love gardening and I love being able to grow my own food. And I've always done a lot of gardening when we had our home. Um, we had a huge garden, and I would do my own preserves, and I miss it. So anyway, since we've been here, I've been doing a lot of bucket gardening. I have I must have 50 buckets that I fill full of stuff and a lot of tomatoes because I love tomatoes. So yeah, so those should be in the mail this week. And then I've ordered a bunch of seeds. I really want to get into some some different herbs this year. So that's my plan is to try and do a lot more gardening this year than I have all along. We'll see what God's plans are. It's fine for me to make plans, but sometimes he laughs at me for my plans. But yeah, so we've been having a lot of rain here the last few days. I'm ready for the sunlight. I think we're gonna have sun on Tuesday. That's what they're calling for. I'm hoping. Hi, Peter. I'm hoping that we do have some sun. So I've got, Lori, I want to ask you, or even Peter, how do you put it in subscribers mode? I don't know how to do that. Either of you guys know how to do that? I've never learned how to do that. Cheers, my coffee. Hello, my friend Ace. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, a niche. But yeah, do you, do you either of you guys know how to do that? Peter or Lori or anybody really? Does anybody know how to do that? I'd like to switch it over to subscribers mode. I just don't know how. No, don't see it anywhere in there. Okay, I guess nobody heard me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? Or yes? No? Oh, good. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, that's great then. Hey, guys, no, 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 no. That's not allowed. Lay down, baby. Stella, lay down, baby. Stella, lay down. We don't do that, okay? That's not allowed. You be a good girl. Yeah, before the live, click edit video, and then it's under. Oh, so I have to do it before the live. I can't do it while I'm in the live. Okay. You have to do it from the YouTube settings. You can't do it in StreamYard? Okay. All right then. Well, that's okay too. I uh I just I wanted to start going subscriber mode because it it stops people that you don't want saying things in your lives, right? So anyway, I'll try it for next time. You can do it in the live too, but you need to go to your YouTube page. Okay, okay. All right then. I'll only way I could do that is if I go in on my laptop there. Well, I meant to set up my laptop tonight, and then I got busy, and of course didn't get to. And then I got on Peter's live, and I didn't want to leave Peter's live, so I didn't do it. That's okay though. It's okay. You can do it under manage videos. Okay. All right then. All right. Well, that's okay then. It's it I'll do it the next time, I guess. I'm manage under manage. Okay. All right then. Well, so how's everybody's week been? How did how's everybody been doing? Lori, I know you've been staying up really late again. You need your sleep too there, honey. It's not good to stay up too many late nights at our age. Right? 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 Oh well, that's okay. Oh, I I don't know. I had a really good week. I I did quite a bit this week. It's been it's been busy. Yeah, my daughter, she took and did you hear about my bean spillage last night? No, I didn't. What happened? Hi, Marianne. Hi, Arlene. What? Okay, Lord, get up here. The link is there. You're gonna have to tell me all about your spillage. I didn't hear it. So get up here. The only way I can hear about it is if you tell me up here. Oh, how did I do this? I did it again. There. Yep. Stream. Okay. A for fisherman. D. Okay. I know I have some dead space here. I don't like doing that, but I'm trying to read this. That's doing, doing pretty good. She really is, eh? She's doing a lot better than she was. Hi, DJ. Haven't seen you for a while. Where have you been? You better not stay away too long. We miss you when you're gone. Isn't that right, guys? Um, huh. Hi, great grandma. How are you doing? How's the weather over there? I know we've been having rain, 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 rain. But it's supposed to be nice on Tuesday. Isn't that great? I think we deserve some nice weather. I think we all deserve some nice weather. It, yeah, same here. Chilly and wet over here too. Lee, you're probably chilly and wet there too, since we're all in the same jet stream. Well, hello there, darling.
Hello. I had to
How are
turn off
you?
the volume. I had to I had to turn off the YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
I
want
had
an
to do that
echo in
too.
the background.
Yeah. So what's the beans? What's the beans? Did I miss them?
Hubby and I went shopping yesterday,
And
and we kind of sort of bought a new car.
a new car.
Yep,
Wow. What'd you buy?
we bought a Chevy Trax.
Okay, they're nice. They're nice, yes.
It's a small SUV.
Yes. I
It's
know I actually was gonna buy one of them.
ah,
I
it's
I
it
I'm not
actually
sure yet.
it actually came from Canada.
Oh, go ahead.
That's where it was
That's
built
funny.
anyway.
Well, a
Uh,
lot of them are built in Canada, but they go back there.
yep.
Hi, Carla.
Let me see. I got to figure out what the heck I did here.
But yeah,
Uh,
so is it brand new?
2025,
Oh my goodness, yay. I'm
but
so excited.
it's got 8,000 miles on it. Nobody knows exactly what happened or why it ended up back on the market after 8,000 miles. It's only had one owner, no accidents.
But you
It,
would have got it a lot cheaper than brand new, not no miles. And
ex-
8,000 miles, what's that?
I know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, it'll probably take us about 4 years to put 8,000 miles on it.
I know.
We
It's
don't
so
go far
funny.
anymore.
Well,
We
that's
used to
it.
drive a lot, but not anymore.
See, my Hyundai, I have a uh, um Hyundai accent, and since I've gotten it, and I've had it over 2 years, I've only put on about 3,000 kilometers. 2 years. And then my Orlando, I I've had that one for how many years have I had that? I've had it for 10 years. And I only put 50,000 kilometers on it in 10 years. But I did have a couple of long trips with that one.
Um,
So
yeah,
it's
I
pretty
we're debating because our son, our youngest son, has technically my husband's car, only because
okay.
the way things worked out when we bought the cars.
Okay.
He had bought it when he was still working when we bought that car, and then a year later we bought our first Chevy Impala.
Okay.
Last year we replaced the Impala because the Impala was rotting out.
Oh,
I think it was because it was from Florida and the salt, the salt air
same as here.
eats the hell out of your undercarriage,
Yep.
and that's why cars coming from Florida or any place
Yep.
in along the coast where it gets
Yep.
the salt air, they tend
Yeah.
to rot
Well,
out quicker.
I know here, like we have a lot of issues with rust and that's why I get my cars undercoated and like I take such good care of my cars. That's why they last me forever.
Yeah.
I take them and get everything done that needs to be done so I don't have issues. My car goes for a regular checkup at least 3 times a year just to make sure that everything is okay. I
Oh,
know you
really?
only have, yeah, you only have to inspect them once a year, but I take mine into, I use the same mechanic for years. He has his own shop, just I don't know, about 10 minutes from me. And I take my cars to him and get him to check and make sure everything is working the way it should be regularly. Because I can't afford to be stuck on the side of the road somewhere, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going to take a chance. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Yay!
Yeah. So we're debating whether we're gonna keep the tracks or if we're gonna let our son use the tracks because he does flea markets. He sells at
Okay.
flea markets. He picks up stuff here and there, and if there's something wrong with it, he brings it to my husband, and he fixes it up, and then my son takes it
Well,
to the flea market and sells it.
okay.
So he needs a little bit more room, But we have the Impala, and that thing has quite a bit of trunk space too. So
Okay.
we're not sure if he's going to want to take the Impala or if we're gonna if he wants to take the tracks. It's red though. I'm not crazy about the red car
Oh.
because red cars tend to get in accidents.
Do you think?
Yeah. Oh, if you look at the statistics of colored cars getting into accidents, the number one car that's in the most frequently in accidents is a red car.
My end is red. Don't say that. I've
No,
had it for
no
2 years.
explanation as to why, but for some reason, red cars get into more accidents than any other car on the road.
Oh wow. Well, I know like my Hyundai, I don't like I said, I really don't go first, so I guess, maybe that's why. But I have my Orlando and it's beige and I love that color.
Yeah,
I've never been fond of red either, but I got this Hyundai like for a good deal and it wasn't very old and it was really low kilometers, so I said, "Frick it, I'll take it."
yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
oh well.
it's the color is crimson metallic. So it's almost like
Okay.
a candy apple. You know, if you remember what the candy apple red color looked like, it's kind of
Yes.
like speckly,
Okay.
like metal flake in it or something in the paint that
Hi,
makes.
Brent. Yep. Keep going. I was just saying hi to Brent.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello, everybody. If I
Yeah,
missed,
say hello to everybody.
hello, Brent. Hello, Peter. Hello, almost
Krista.
with Grandma.
That's Krista.
Krista, okay. Ace, my old pal Ace.
Oh, yeah, she's our pal.
Carla. And DJ. I'm not sure. I don't know what your name is. DJ Turneroo.
Do you know what? I don't know if her name either. And
What's your name? Your first
I
name.
yeah, what is your first name, DJ? We'd love to know, but you don't have to tell us if you don't
DJ
want
is
to.
fine.
Yeah, DJ is fine if you don't feel like
Kind of
saying
reminds
that.
me of my radio friends. We always called them DJs.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Wow. Debbie. See?
Aha!
Debbie. Well, we
There.
won't forget that, Debbie.
Hopefully. Well, I don't know. I can't guarantee I won't forget it, but I'll try to remember that from now on. It takes
Yeah.
me a few times to get it stuck in my brain, but
Lori, Christian needs 17 more subs. Are you subbed to her?
uh,
Everybody, let's help Krista get 17 more
and that's almost
subs.
off grid.
Yes, Krista.
Come on, go to channel. I'm not subbed.
Oh,
There.
she's,
Now I am.
well, there's one more, Krista. Lori just subbed.
Yep, I did. On account
Very
of.
good. Very good. So, yeah, well, that is so neat that you got a new car.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was excited.
Wonderful. I'm excited for you.
Yep. I was really excited.
I love to see people get ahead a little bit. I really do. I really like when people things go good for them.
Well, the Pontiac, it's a Pontiac G6 and it
Okay.
has over 130,000 miles on it. And it's been leaking oil slowly, a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And Jerry's been kind of just feeding it oil constantly
I
because he
asked.
didn't want to have to pull the stupid thing off and deal with
Yes.
trying to find out what the heck it is. He said he thinks it's the valve cover gasket, but it's
Okay.
on the back of the engine. You got to pull the freaking engine to be able to
Yes.
get to it. And he had
Yeah.
no way of doing that. And, and it was just going to take him a long time to do it. And my son needs the car. So,
That's right. That's right.
um, yeah.
Well, look at that. Krista got 4 subs right there.
Look at that.
She needs 13 now.
Very good.
You go, girl. Well, we're happy for you. Oh my goodness. I
I
did
am
something to
that,
my
that's for sure.
shoulder. I hurt my shoulder. I don't know what I did to it, but
Um,
how? It's like I can't go any higher than there.
uh-oh.
Ow.
What did you do to yourself?
Well, I was thinking the only thing I did was I did lift, and I shouldn't have, and I know that. I did lift the box with the Jeep for my grandson down out of the back of the car and then into, like, at first I lifted it in, and then when I get out there, I lifted it out. And I should have waited for my son-in-law, but you know, I tend to be
You
like, I
were in
want
a
to get things
hurry, yeah.
done. And anyway, he his birthday party. We got through his birthday party. They got one of those jumping houses there, you know, those
Oh yeah,
air houses. They jump in and stuff.
yeah,
So anyway, he had a
enclosed
blast.
trampoline.
It's like it's a big house kind of thing, and they get in it, and
Yeah,
like it's got like walls around it, like see-through walls, and they
yeah,
jump in there. So
yeah.
anyway,
I can't
after
remember what they call it.
I can't either right now. That's why I'm telling explaining it.
Yep,
But
I remember what they call it.
as soon as the party was over, he well my sister and her son and his kids came down. They were kind of late getting there, and anyway, there was like, oh my God, there was a ton of people at his birthday party. And anyway, when it was over, we went outside for a little while, and then he was falling asleep because it was nap time. He takes a nap every day at 1 o'clock, right? So my daughter took him up to bed, and he was asleep within minutes, just right out like a light. He was that tired. So while he was napping, we built his car, his Jeep. And when he got up, he kind of woke up a little grumpy. And I said to him, I said, do you want to come and see what Granny and Poppy got you for your birthday? And he kind of gives me a look like, and so anyway, he came. And once he seen it, well, if you'd seen the smile on his face, I'm telling you, it was just ear to ear. So we had just finished getting it together. So it took a long time to put that thing together because there's like 100 parts. So we got outside and we took it outside, and I got the one that has the remote so the parents can like control the car if he goes somewhere he shouldn't. So anyway, he got in it as soon as we got it outside, and I'm telling you, if you'd have seen his face, it was priceless. It was worth every penny I spent on that car. He just loved it.
Yeah.
And we had to kind of tell him that if we didn't put it away, it'd get wet and be ruined. And to get him off of it, because we were outside for a good hour, maybe even two. And anyway, we got him in the house, and then I decided, well, it's his birthday. Granny and Poppy are going to take him out for supper. So I took him and his mom and dad out for supper. So it was a long day yesterday, and I was tired. So I uh, I didn't go into chat at all last night. Just long enough to turn yours on and go to bed.
I remember you. You came in
Yep,
and said, "Well, I'm here for a minute, but I'm going to bed." It's like,
yep.
yes,
I was so
hallelujah.
tired.
I was glad you went to bed early.
Well, I had to. Like I've been so busy with stuff here lately that I was played out, and I'm still played out today. So I'm not staying on overly long tonight. I can't. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have
You can't. You you need to get more sleep than 4 hours a night.
yeah, and I
Seriously,
try to get to
need
bed at
that.
least 12 o'clock. So, oh, my hearing piece here. Just one sec. It's falling out there. I got this new thing. It hooks to my phone.
And it's a microphone,
Yeah, microphone and a earpiece.
earbud.
Yeah, like it's got the the thing over the ear, and then the thing that goes in your ear, and you can turn it off and on it, and
That's good.
it's it's for when I do my my lives outside, like but I didn't realize I could use it. My daughter said, "Mom, why aren't you using that when you're on your live in the house?" She said, "Because you can,
Yeah,
and then you hear everything better." Because I was having such a hard time hearing this phone, but now it's like clear as a bell.
good.
Yeah, I think we need to get you one of these.
No, I can hear fine because I'm
Oh,
right in
can
front.
you?
Because I have external speakers that are hooked up to the computer and they have good volume. And
Okay.
I can make it louder or lower, and it gets some good volume out of it. It
See,
really can crank.
my phone doesn't go very loud at all, and
Yeah,
it's an iPhone. You think it would? What is okay, no, pay attention to the room a little bit.
I know. I know. Marianne came in. Hello, Marianne.
What's DJ saying? What did DJ say that people are
Got me
saying
one deep
sorry?
chest cold. Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, DJ. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah,
Debbie,
no kidding.
Debbie.
Prayers up. Yep,
Um,
absolutely. I want to go to the party, please, DJ.
well, you know what? If you'd have been here, you could have. I'd have taken you. He's such a special little boy. Carla says that to be at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so won't be online too much longer. I
Ah,
understand, Carla, but thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate that.
absolutely. Yeah, I use earbuds when I'm if if I want to listen to something and I want to go in the kitchen or whatever
Yeah, yeah,
because then I can hear it out there. If because I'm not going to crank it up full blast because I
yeah,
still probably won't hear it really well in the kitchen. So I put my earbuds in when I want to walk around the house and do stuff. And
yeah. Well, I do that if I'm like watching like on my phone. I'll just leave my phone plugged in and turn a channel on and watch it and walk around the house and clean and stuff like that. I can hear everything, right?
yeah, yeah.
Brent, Montreal lost. Hi, Nida. How you doing? Time to cheer for Edmonton. Oh, yeah, I guess as long as we can, yeah. It's
Montreal
not,
lost.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It,
the Bruins lost a long time ago.
I was always Maple Leafs. Always. And then I just got out of hockey. I stopped watching hockey, which is sad because I used to love it,
Yeah,
but
me and
I
Jerry
didn't
used
have
to watch
time.
it all the time. But then when
Life
all the
happens.
yeah,
Yeah, and you end up missing
and
it.
and then recently with all the
Okay,
garbage
Brent,
going on
for
in
coming. Thanks for coming in, Brent. Take care. Say goodbye,
Good night,
Brent.
Brent. Take care.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yes. God bless. Enjoy your travels this summer.
Nita.
Maybe Ace, maybe you could put up Brent's link there in case somebody doesn't have Brent on theirs. They might want to add him because he does a lot of traveling through really through Canada. He did the from BC right to PEI with his van. He
Yeah,
traveled all across Canada from one side to the other. That's what is it, 6,000 kilometers? He
that's a long way.
Yeah, he did it in I think it was a couple of months he took to do it. I can't remember. Brent, if you're still here, tell me. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. but yeah, he's
Yeah, I
got
subbed
some
to him not long ago.
he's got some good videos. He really does. And he shows like different places and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Krista, I'll be out to vote. That's for sure.
Okay.
I
I
My
just
vote
subbed to
always matters. What?
I just subbed to DJ because I
Oh,
wasn't sub.
okay. Good.
So now
But
I'm
yeah,
sub to Debbie.
I I'm a believer that if you don't vote, then shut the hell up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you have a vote and you have a say, and if you don't use it, then don't talk to me about politics. You have no right to. You didn't use your vote.
Yeah.
Well,
Although
I
I don't
get,
know how much does a Canadian vote count for because it's all the guys in Parliament that do all the voting.
well, no, I'm
It's
a
not
firm
direct.
believer.
It's not a
The
direct vote, is it?
we go and we vote. Like we vote for who we want, and our vote matters. It matters. And I tell everybody, like even my daughter, like a few years ago, I guess probably more like 8 years ago or 7 years ago, something like that. She said, like, I don't even want to vote. And I said, honey, if you don't vote, don't you ever complain about anything in politics to me. It's a direct vote, yes, Lee said. This time I voted for the party. That's what I did this time, Kristen, not for who I liked and didn't like. I actually really got into what they were saying their party was going to do this time. I really listened this time. I've watched so much on like the news. I've listened to every party on what they have to say, and I I voted, or I'm voting this time for the party that's going to be the best for Canada, not just for PEI, not for Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, or any other of the 10 provinces. I'm voting for who's going to do the best for our country. Hi, Cassie. How are you?
I just subscribed to her too because I wasn't subscribed.
Oh, Cassie is really nice. Oh my God, Mike
Her,
came in. Hi, Mike. Finally made it. I'm glad you're here. She's a sweet, sweet lady,
hi,
this one.
Mickey.
I just think the world of her. I
Uh,
don't know her personally, but I just know her from being on a few lives that I
yeah,
go to.
I see her every now and then here or there.
Yeah. Carla, I'm distracted. Lori made me work and my eyes are tired.
Who said that?
Ace. Oh, poor
I'm
Ace.
sorry, Ace.
We love you. That's so funny.
Ace is a hoot.
Debbie, are you planning to start like doing videos, like lives and stuff like that, or no? Did you see my pretty yellow nails?
Yeah, you showed me that the other day.
I put gold over it, but you can't tell. I had gold, and then I took it off and I put yellow on, and then I put the gold over the yellow, but you can't tell. It doesn't matter.
It probably changed the color a little bit, but
Not
depends
not
on how
noticeably.
transparent. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes the fingernail polish is so thick that it
Oh,
covers
well,
in
thank
one
you,
spot.
Krista. Krista said, I'm getting tired too. Lots of laughs. Then I saw Wanda was live and I came to visit. I'm glad I did. Well, we're very glad you came to visit too. Hi,
Absolute.
Rose. Rose came in. Haven't seen Rose for a while in here.
I don't think I've ever seen Rose.
Oh, well, Rose is a regular on some of the other channels that
Up,
I.
and I lost my chat.
Did you lose your chat?
Yeah, there it is. I
Not
had
in
to.
my plans, Wanda. Still working on all my medical issues. Okay, Debbie. Well, I'm going to keep you in my prayers, and I hope everything works out for you.
Oh, medical issues suck.
Yeah, we know.
They're not fun.
No, not much fun at all.
Not at all.
Well, so yeah, did you hear me earlier when I said I just ordered 3 raised beds?
No.
Yeah, so I've been debating on, there was a guy that lives about, I guess about 40 minutes from me that makes them. And he was asking like quite a bit. He made them from wood too, but he was asking quite a bit. And I didn't think I wanted to go that high. So I was looking online and I found these tin ones. You see them, they're kind of oval shaped.
Yeah, what's the company though? Because the one that's really cheap is the one from China.
Oh,
God knows what they're putting in their metal.
well, I ordered 3 of these ones, and then I ordered this one that's made I don't know what it's called, what kind of wood, but it's it goes like how kind of like wicker, okay? And I don't know how long that would last, but I ordered one just to see how well it would do.
Yeah, that's
I
that.
don't know. Hi, sweet.
So you kind of like the woven.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder how
So
long that would last.
say hi to Swede there.
Hello, Shadow. How are you?
Oh, I'm so glad, Rose, that you made it in. Almost like, yeah,
I don't think I'm even subscribed to Mike.
I
Nope,
am.
I'm not.
I have been for a long, long time. Um, she does some really, really cute videos. She shows her ducks and
She has
um,
chickens.
yeah,
Cute
and
dog.
yeah,
That is
she's got.
adorable. She was that dog reminds me of my princess, and my princess was the
Oh,
brown and white,
okay. Well,
but she looks
anybody
just.
that likes animals, I like. I love animals.
Yep, I do too.
I'm
But I can't have them anymore because I get too attached, and it's so it really beats the hell out of me when I have to
I
say goodbye.
I understand. I had 4 Dachshunds, and 3 of them passed within 1 year
Oh
because,
wow!
well, they were all like the same age,
Oh, they're same
practically.
age.
So
Oh, jeez.
so yeah, within a year I lost 3 of them, and I'm telling you, I bawled my head off.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
I and I've just got the one left, and that's my honey, and well, she's getting up there too. She's 9.5 now, so
Yeah,
it's going
that's
to be
pretty old.
hard. But like, the other ones lived to be like 14, so I still should have at least 3 to 4 more years. But I am getting 2 more, hopefully this summer, because Dachshunds are my favorite dog. I mean, I love Shepherds too, and
Dax,
what?
Dachshund.
Yeah, they're called Dachshund. Well, That's what I call them. Or doxies or wiener dogs or they have a whole bunch of names.
That's a German name. Dachshund.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the same time here, Krista. Krista is just the next province over from me,
Ah,
Lori. Actually, she's closer to you than me.
really?
Yeah, she's in New Brunswick, and the border is
That's
right
still a
there.
ways away.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Well,
down here
Maine,
in
then Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
It's only like Maine and then Massachusetts, then Connecticut. I drove down to Connecticut.
Well, no, Maine doesn't border Massachusetts. It's Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, then Massachusetts, and then Connecticut.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of forget the other two.
You forget about the Vermont and New Hampshire, yeah.
And it's
They're
funny,
kind of forgettable.
we had a lot of tourists come here from Vermont and New Hampshire.
New Hampshire
But
used to be very, very conservative.
same
Now,
here.
all the Vermont Maroons have all moved and spread over to New Hampshire, and now they're going liberal.
You are, Krista, you are. Um, I meant she was closer, you were closer to her than she is to me, Krista. Lori. Like, I'm talking about Lori is closer to you than she is to me and BI. There.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I'm pretty much. Yeah, I think it would probably be almost the same distance, wouldn't it, between going to New Brunswick, and PEI?
Well, it depends on where in New Brunswick
Yeah,
Krista
that's
is.
true.
But um Debbie Debbie said she rescues kitties all her life. God bless you, sweetheart. And Rose says she has two boxers and they're part of the family. They are. They're so much part of the family.
Yeah, pets are definitely.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, thank you, Mikay.
It is hard to lose a pet, Mike. It tears your heart right
Your
out of you.
niece lives in Massachusetts.
Hi, Kevin. How you
No
doing?
part
I go 30 from Moncton, so for sure closer to the.
closer to the
Oh, so
island.
you're not very far from Lee because Lee is right there when you get
Hi,
off
Kevin.
the bridge. So you're not very far from him at all.
Say hello to Kevin.
I did.
Oh,
You were talking and I was talking.
I'm
We were
sorry.
both talking. I was going, "Hi, Kevin." That's funny.
Uh,
That's all right. We know each other. We know we're just sneaking in there. Hellos.
Hopedale. That's a
Okay.
stone's throw away. Yeah, that's about 10 miles, 15 miles
Oh
away.
my God.
Yeah,
Wow, that's neat.
that's where my brother and sister both lived before they died.
Oh,
They were both living
God bless.
in Hopedale.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's less than 10 miles. I'll put it that way,
Wow.
depending on what part of Hopedale she's in. But I mean,
Okay,
Hopedale is
sweet.
pretty small.
Wow. BK, she lived in Hawkesbury, Ontario. Oh, wow. I am 40 miles from Moncton and 40 miles from Charlottetown. I know, like you're not very far from me at all, Lee. Sometime, maybe this summer, we'll get across the ridge and I'll send you an email and say we're coming across. Do you want to meet for a coffee? I'll take hubby with me and you can meet my hubby.
That would be cool.
It would be cool. And Leo maybe bring his wife and I can meet his wife. I think that'd be really cool, especially since his wife was well, a guy that I went out with years and years and years ago. He's his cousin. Lee's wife is his cousin.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a long time ago. Well, Chrissy, you never know if I get over to Moncton. Well, I'm not very much for going into the cities. I don't really like the cities. I like country driving. But maybe we could meet over there and have a coffee too. My
Yeah,
family
I
used
hate
to travel to
cities.
New Brunswick. Oh, really, Mike? You came to PEI? Wow. Now that is neat. Where did you go on PEI here? See that? She's been to PEI. Not many people I've met on the internet have been to PEI. It kind of blows my brain.
Family I used to live with when I was in my late teens were related to the first family that one of the first there were like seven original families that settled in PEI, and their grandmother was moved here from PEI.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty neat. You've been to PEI? Oh, it's been many years. Well, this summer you should come over and I'll take you around and show you what PEI is all about. The real PEI, not the tourist PEI, the real PEI. I'm doing videos all spring here and summer on different areas of PEI. I want to really get into it more, and now that I know that I'm going to have the support to have someone stay with them, I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to be able to get out and do my videos more, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to put a lot of videos out this year.
Good.
I'd, I'd like to try and get more out by July. That's my year. And I'm not close to hours, believe me. I'm a long way from hours.
We're about on PEI, close to the bridge.
I'm um I'm just outside of the city, Charlottetown. So I'm like Lee said, I'm about 40 minutes from the bridge. I lived in Ontario for 15 years. Oh wow. Mike, I plan to put out a lot of videos on the island, like where I grew up and the beaches, like where I grew up, and then the first settlement of in my like where I grew up. Our land went right down to where the first settlement was on PEI, or I guess I shouldn't say on PEI, on the western end of PEI. Our land went right down to where the settlement was. Like we had 12 and a half acres and it went, we have a clay road right beside and that clay road goes right down to where the settlement used to be. And they made a park there where the settlement used to be. None of the buildings are still there or anything, but they made a park, walking trails and benches and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna get some video of that. And then, you know, where I grew up and the beach where I used to go because it was like basically a private beach. Like not many people went there. So it was my private beach. I I'd go mossing there, I'd go swimming there, and I'd go down on that beach, and I'd have to walk for about a mile on the beach, and then I'd fish for smelts, net them. That's how you did it back then. It was a lot of fun. Mika says we're at in Ontario. Oh, we're at in Ontario, Krista. Okay. She was, oh, Aurelia. I stayed in Aurelia for a while, Krista. I went up there for a couple of months and stayed with some friends in Aurelia. Isn't that something? It's a small place, isn't it?
It's fun to learn where people are from and figure
Yes.
out that there's some little connections here and there, and
Yeah,
that's really cool. That's one thing great about being on YouTube
it
and
is a
doing
small world.
lives like this where everybody
Yeah.
just sits around and chats.
I love this. Like, this is my niche kind of thing.
Yeah,
Just getting to know people and chatting and not taking things personal, you know,
yeah.
just laid back, relaxed. That's who I am.
Mm.
I'm that type of person. I don't know how I got allowed myself to get into what happened there a couple of weeks ago, but never again. Nobody is pulling me into that one again. No way.
It's it's
I'm done with
it's
that.
it's that guy down there. He's
Yeah,
the guy that
yeah,
stirs crap up.
yeah. Well, he's not getting me again.
Shadow
Oh,
says, I'm back with my coffee.
welcome back and cheers.
Cheers.
Yep,
Juice.
cheers. Me and my coffee. I live on coffee.
I had one little cup of coffee today. And then I forgot to take my pills. And they're
Oh,
still
did
sitting
you?
here in my pill minder.
Oh no. Well, you
I
take your pills right now
totally
so you don't
forgot.
forget. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. Great to see ya.
Well, the thing is, well, actually I could take them now because it's not even 10 o'clock yet, and I
Jackie
probably
boy's
won't be taking
sweet,
them much
Kevin.
before noon tomorrow.
Yeah. Kevin
So
says Jackie boy is a feisty miniature pincher. He's sweet. He is a really sweet
he's cute.
dog. Yeah. And then Krista says, I went to college in Aurelia as a mature student for 2 years to become a social service worker. After I graduated, I started working for the Children's Aid Society, and then a year later, on accident. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
Oh,
hear that.
Nancy!
Hi, Teresa.
Do you see Nancy?
Yes, I did. I said hi to her back there. I'm actually really paying attention. I'm getting better, eh?
I'm getting worse. I'm telling you.
I'm trying so hard to like really pay attention to people coming in because like that's what it's all about, everybody being involved in chatting. Wanda, do
Absolutely.
y'all have to get a real ID? For what, Mike? I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Do I have to get a real ID for what?
To go traveling to Canada from the US, I
I
think you
don't know.
do.
Yeah,
You did
well,
have a passport.
if you're coming to Canada, yeah, you need your real ID and you need like I think you need three pieces of ID. No, actually now I guess you need the passport
You need a
period.
passport, yeah,
And then you need
which is
two
ridiculous.
other actually you need the passport, but you also need two other pieces of ID now. I was actually reading up on this the other day
What?
because
What are the two?
well, I know to go down there
You
we
got to
do. I
bring
don't
your
know if
birth certificate with you?
I don't know.
Seriously. What else can you have? I mean,
I know. I
besides
know.
your driver's license and
And your birth
your
certificate,
passport.
just a birth certificate, driver's license, and your passport, I
Yeah.
guess. Hi,
That's
Jennifer. Great to see
that's
you.
ridiculous. How many people
It
are
is.
really going to carry around a birth certificate?
Well, like I just, when I was down there
You need a
the last
suitcase for
time,
your ID.
yeah, the last time I was down there, I didn't need a passport. I didn't have a passport then. I
The
got one
last
after.
the last time I went to Canada, I didn't even have a driver's license. I used
Oh my
my
God.
fishing license.
Oh, that's funny.
I was a teenager. I all I had was my fishing license, and that was what they used for my ID.
Um, Mika, do you mean, like, I'm not sure, honey, what you mean. Do you mean, do we need an ID, a real ID to go to the States or to go across Canada?
To go traveling, I would assume.
I don't really know because, like, some people are
We
saying,
do
no,
here.
you don't. Like, Jennifer said, no, we don't. And then Lee said Medicare card. So I'm not really sure.
Oh, maybe not to travel around the country, you know,
To travel around
country of Canada.
Canada,
But if you're
yeah.
going across the border to the US, you probably would.
Yeah, we need our passport to cross into the United States. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
now I know what you're saying. Because Jennifer said real ID is like enhanced driver's license. You don't need it. No, I've never heard of that one here.
I
I've
don't have a
heard,
real ID. My driver's
yeah.
license is just a standard driver's license. I didn't get a real ID
Okay.
because I
Well,
never
I heard
travel on the
Johnny.
plane, and I don't need to go in any federal buildings. So,
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Amy. How you doing?
Amy,
Um,
Amy, what you wanna
that's
do?
funny.
I finally got the words
Um,
to it.
Jennifer said a passport is fine, but I know I heard on Johnny's live or Jesse's live, I'm not sure which, that they needed a real ID now to go on this cruise because they're coming into Canada and going back out of Canada on this
They
cruise,
need a
so they need
passport.
no, but they need a real ID too now, I guess. That's
Yeah,
what they were talking about, but I wasn't
exactly.
sure. Okay,
They need
I have a
both.
passport, but it needs to be renewed. Okay, well, Mika, you should be fine coming here with your passport, like once you renew it. Mika,
Oh, Mike
oh,
has
she has.
a dual citizenship.
Okay, well, then you're fine. You
You should
won't
be
need
fine
it. Yeah, yeah, that's
because I
right.
don't think you have to do anything to change anything. Once you have a dual citizenship, you have it.
Yes, that's right.
Unless you've been
That's right.
notified that you need to do anything more than that. If you have a dual citizenship, then you should be fine.
If it needs to be renewed, I would just contact your passport office there and ask them, how to go about doing that. That's all I do.
Yeah,
Because if you've already had it, then there's no reason why you can't have it again. So,
yeah,
yeah, well, that's quite a thing. And Jennifer said, if you don't have a passport, then you can use the real ID in place of it. But a passport is fine. In the US, if you don't have a passport, you need real ID to get in plane in the US, even just flying in the US. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Well, at least we don't have to have it. I know. Like, everything has gotten so complicated now. It was so easy back even 20 years ago. You could go across anytime you wanted. And, hi, Brooke, how you doing? You could go across anytime you wanted, and you didn't have to fuss. You didn't have to have this and that and the other thing. You know, you had to have a clean record, but you didn't have to have anything, fancy or anything.
yeah.
Like I when I was working. in healthcare, like I always had my security check. Like you have to have that to work, right?
Hmm.
And I had that, and I never needed anything more than that, to go across. Because as long as you have that, that's saying, you're clean and you've been thoroughly checked out, and there's no reason to stop you. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
But now there's
Yeah,
so many fakers out there that have
I
learned
know.
how to duplicate
Yep, yep,
federal
yep.
documents and
Yeah,
official documents in any country. They
scammers. There's so
they
many
are
scammers.
scammers. Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. Um,
That's why
Mike
everybody
says,
has to
yes,
have
I went
the hoops
across the
done.
border many times, but going across the border near Cornwall was always a hassle. Sometimes they can be pretty mean. Oh, I'm
Really?
sorry. I'm sorry you went through that. Amy says, I wanted to stop in and say hello. I'm gonna rest now. We got home today and now it's time to decompress from all the fun. Well, Amy, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Glad you
Absolutely.
had fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there. That
Yeah.
they really were having such a good time.
Well, you know what? Someday you might get to go, Lori.
Yeah.
Someday you might. You know,
Someday I might fly.
me too.
I don't think so. That's another thing you need a real ID for. You
Yeah,
got to have a
fly.
real ID to fly anywhere in the United States.
That's
You
just
can't even get on a
ridiculous. That.
plane.
See, we don't have that here.
And I don't have a real ID, so I ain't about to get one because you got to jump through 400 hoops to be able to get one.
That's
It's like,
right.
no, I don't need to be hassled like that, and I don't need to pay the extra fee.
That's right. Jennifer says legally, customs officers can deny you entry and not give a reason, even if you have a passport and clean record. You can be denied. It's not fair, but it's one reason I stopped going to the US. Not worth the hassle.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. It's really not.
I don't
When
blame you, Jennifer.
when things get back to normal, and I have faith that they will. I really do. Then we'll be able to go again. Yeah, look.
Thanks,
Ah,
Peter.
all
Wouldn't it be
right.
stupid if I had a jet, but I'm afraid to fly?
Oh, yes. Listen to this. Lori, I don't think you need a real idea to fly your own jet.
That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
got to
thanks,
that when you were
Peter.
laughing. I have the U. I have the U.S. The U.S. We have to have a star on our driver's license to
Yeah, to
travel
travel
abroad.
abroad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's the
something?
real ID star. The little star means that you have it's a real ID. I know because we were talking with the salesman yesterday when we went to buy the car,
About a
and
real
he said,
ID?
"Yeah," he said, "Oh, it doesn't have the star on it." And Jerry said, "Yeah, I ain't got no real ID." He says, "Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
blame."
Janae. Have have a good night, all. Nice to see you on, Henry, and everyone. Good night, Krista. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, thank you.
God
Good
bless.
night.
I lived on the
Absolutely,
border most of my life. I had no problem, but the odd time you get pulled over and harassed for hours and treated like a
for no
criminal for no
reason.
reason. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really sad, Jennifer. That really is. There's no need of that. None
absolutely.
whatsoever. I think it's wrong. I don't think anybody has the right to do that. Certainly if you have a record or something like that, I understand. But everyday people like you and I and Lori, you know, we shouldn't be getting hassled. And that's why
Yeah.
I'm scared to go to the States now because I'm scared that they'll hassle me. And I don't do well with confrontation. I am such a chicken.
Yeah, me
I
too.
really am. I'm so soft-hearted, I'll just cry on them. I will. I'll just sit there and cry. They'll be like,
Good night,
"What
Debbie.
happened to you?"
Good night, Debbie. She said it's time for her meds.
Oh, Debbie, good
Um,
night, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Take
See you
care.
again
God
soon.
bless.
Yeah, God bless.
Shadow says, I don't
Yeah.
even have a passport. I only have my driver's license and a national ID card.
Do you ever travel internationally,
Apparently not,
Swede?
because if he doesn't have a passport, he can't go anywhere else, even in Europe. I
We
don't
will
think.
be, Debbie. We'll be good. I promise. Oh my God, look at this. Jennifer said, I was denied and escorted back to Windsor and told I'm banned from the US. I had to email the chief of staff at the border customs agent's boss and complain. He emailed me back with an apology after looking. Oh my goodness. I would just, I would sit there and
Assured
cry.
me that it won't happen again, and put some notes in my file. That's ridiculous, Jennifer.
Oh my God. Mike says, me and my girlfriend, Dot, went across one time and they confiscated my car. I had to write to a judge to get my car back. Needless to say, me and my girlfriend had to get a taxi to go. Oh my gosh.
That's horrible.
It is.
Uh,
Hmm.
sometimes I
Jennifer
wonder,
said,
some of those guys that work on the border, if they're just being asses to be asses, just
or it's
because
like the,
they have something against the U.S. and they, you know,
or a
or or
or
the other way around,
power
the ones
trip,
going in
head,
or out.
power trip, head game.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like that.
I don't like
Jennifer
you,
says,
so I'm not going to let you go,
yeah,
and
like
I'm
that
going to make
try,
sure that you have a bad time so
trip.
that you
Yeah,
won't come back.
that's right. Jennifer said into it and assured me it, oh, the
Yeah,
boss looked into
that's
it and he assured me
she
it
didn't
won't
have
happen
enough room in
again.
the first one.
Wow. I had the problem again and told them to get okay
Yeah, get blank.
blank. They then came back and was nice and told me to have a nice day and I went on to walk to Bella. Okay, I can okay, okay. And the Brooks says the only country I would go to would be Finland. Otherwise, I'm fine in Florida or Michigan. Good for you, Brooke Trout. But
You must be finished.
if you like to fish, you could come to BEI. BEI, there's lots of fish here. And then Shadow Swede said, Wanda Henry, I've only been in Denmark and Norway, no other countries. Okay. Yeah,
So I guess the national ID allows him to go in certain countries in
in the
Europe.
EU, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because it would be like it's all one country, right? Or is it?
Yeah,
Or it's
yeah,
in the same
that
thing anyway.
seems like what the EU is. It's
Yeah.
basically like the USSR used to be, a bunch of little
Yes.
countries that were
Yes.
all conglomerates of
Of each
Russia.
other, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
the
Okay.
USSR.
I think they have quotas for banning people and pulling people over to make it look like they are really doing something. There is really a reason to ban me. A second time, they wouldn't have come back after. Okay. Okay. You never know, like when you think about it, the RCMP, Jennifer, they have a quota to pick up, speeders or drunk drivers or whatever. They have to meet that quota in that month. And maybe that's what it is too. You just don't know. Oh, the boss told Jennifer to call him immediately if she was ever treated that way again. Wow. Well, that's
Did you
good.
see what Ace said? I've been to the moon, but I never showed an ID.
Oh, you've been to the moon?
I've been to the moon.
Oh,
To the
wow.
moon, Alice.
Yeah, to the moon. But this is harassing innocent people. It is. It really is. And it's horrible. It really is. There's no excuse for it whatsoever. I, that's why I can't travel now, like to the States. And I do want to go to Ireland. And, I was going to put that off until a little bit later in life, but I think that might be my next big trip is Ireland. Because that's where my ancestors come from, is Ireland. So I would like to go there, and we still have relatives there. So I would like to go there and just check out, where my family history was there. They say Ireland looks a lot like the land looks a lot like PEI's land. So
Yeah,
I really want to go and see it, and I just love the way they talk.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I love the way the Irish talk. I
They
think
have
it's
that
really
lovely little accent.
well, Mike, maybe you and I can take a trip together. You never know. Because meet in Ireland. Look at the Irish, eh? I
The
always
look of
say
the
that.
Irish.
Yeah, look at the Irish, eh? I have my passport, renewed it a few years ago, but never used it yet. I have to really have a good reason. Yes, yes, she will. Don't you worry, Ace. We will have her do that. Believe me. Um, Ireland is mostly cold. It's why they used to not have mosquitoes. They do now. Well, I'll tell you, Ireland is my it's on my bucket list. It's one of the places I plan to go, and it's it's expensive to go there from here. So I keep watching for, sales, and they do have a really good what's it called? Oh, a tour of Ireland. But I kind of don't want to go on a tour kind of thing. I want to go and tour it myself.
Yeah, you want to be able
Like,
to pick where you want to, what you
yeah.
want to see, and where you want to go.
Like I was looking the other day, and and they do have quite a few tours. Excuse me. And I'd really love to go there, but I want to do it my way, not their way.
Yeah, yeah. Because usually, if you join a tour like that, it's usually you got half an hour to go see this
Yeah,
site, or
yeah.
10 minutes to go visit this site.
And if you
You
miss your
know,
bus,
yeah,
or
you're
if you're late
screwed,
for your bus,
and you
they
have
won't
to.
leave. They won't leave without you, but they'll make you feel really bad if you miss it. Because a friend of mine went on one, and she was late getting back to the bus, and I'm telling you, everybody was mad at her.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Because you
no,
ruined the schedule.
yeah, yeah.
How dare
See,
you?
I want to be able to do what I want to do when I
Yeah,
want to do it. I'm like that. But
exactly.
oh, Debbie, your grandmother was from Ireland. Do you know what part of Ireland your family was from? I mean, mine was Dublin area, and then there was oh, what's the name of it? I have actually have my family heritage book. We had it done, and I have like I have like names of family members that are still in Ireland in that book. So I'm going to look up all these people that are related to me and go and say hello.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think, they're family. I should go say hello.
Yeah, well, you might want to call them first because you never know. Even if you're family, some people don't want to
Yeah, no.
know.
Well,
They don't want.
I don't think I'd really go to their door. I'm a little shy. You have some Irish blood and German and this and that. See, my family is Irish and French mostly. We do have some other, I can't remember, but my book is here somewhere. I'll look through that and find that out again. Uh, You forget. Hi, Em. How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, Emily.
Yeah, Yeah, I thought she went to sleep.
Oh, thank you,
She's,
Emily.
she said she was tired. So I thought she was going to bed. But now, just give me 1 second. I'm just going to warm my coffee. So why don't you sing a song while I'm gone to warm my coffee?
Anything special you want to hear?
Um, uh, Ace, what do you want her to sing? Ace wants you to sing. So Ace, what do you want her to sing?
Yeah, pick one, Ace. I know what she's going to say. I have a feeling I know what she's going to say.
You pick one for her. Ace, hurry up. You fell
I have,
out of sleep. Oh, you fell asleep during Peters. Aw, that's okay. We understand.
I
People
totally
get
missed
tired.
Peters. I don't remember
Yes.
what the heck I was doing. I was doing something.
Ace, you didn't tell us yet, Ace. We're waiting. What
Uh,
about do you know Why Me, Lord?
no.
Okay, I tried. Um,
Why me, Lord?
yeah. Why me,
No.
Lord?
Yeah,
What
see,
have
I
I
knew I knew what she was
ever
gonna say
done? What'd you say?
yesterday.
Yesterday.
And
Okay,
she
you
does not
sing.
mean the
Oh,
Beatles
look,
song.
Mike says in the arms of an angel. Do you know that one?
I don't know that one. The arms of
In the
I
arms of an angel. I can't remember it either.
I
I
can't
do know it, but I can't think right now.
I've definitely heard it in the arms of the angels.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
sing yesterday while I'm gone. I'm gonna
I'm
warm
gonna
my coffee. I'll
okay.
be right back. Oh, my back. Ooh, that
My
hurts.
Bonnie lies over the ocean. My
Okay.
Bonnie lies over the
The
ocean.
ocean.
My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. I don't remember any of the verses, and I'd have to look it up.
That's
but
okay.
I should look it up because I kind of like that song. But this one is it's not Yesterday by the Beatles. It's
Okay.
Yesterday by Roy Clark.
All
Yesterday when
right.
I was young.
All right.
Yesterday when I was young, the taste of life was sweet as rain upon my tongue. I teased at life as if it were a foolish game, the way the evening breeze may tease a candle flame. The thousand dreams I dreamed, the splendid things I planned, I always built, alas, on weak and shifting sand. I lived by night and shunned the naked light of day. Now only I, now I see how the years ran away. Yesterday, when I was young, so many drinking songs were waiting to be sung. So many wayward pleasures lay in store for me, and so much pain my dazzled eyes refused to see. I ran so fast that time and youth at last ran out. I never stopped to think what life was all about, and every conversation I can now recall concerned itself with me and nothing else at all. Yesterday the moon was blue, and every crazy day brought something new to do. I used my magic age as if it were a wand, and never saw the waste and emptiness beyond. The game of love I played with arrogance and pride, and every flame I lit too quickly, quickly died. The friends I made all seemed somehow to drift away, and only I am left on stage to end the play. There are so many songs in me that won't be sung. I feel the bitter taste of tears upon my tongue. The time has come for me to pay for yesterday when I was young. When I was young. When I was young. Okay, that's it. That's for Ace.
That was a great job. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
I get to listen to it while I'm warming my coffee. Look at that.
And you're back just in time.
Mm. Well, I thought I'd just let you sing there, and I'd put my pot to rinse. I forgot a pot on the stove, so I had to throw it in the sink and rinse it. So I made Alfredo sauce. I make homemade Alfredo sauce,
Oh,
and
I got to
I
learn
had
how to make
pasta.
that.
I made pasta and Alfredo sauce, and I had pork chops with mushrooms, and I make my own cream of mushroom soup.
Mm.
And I put that over it, and I had chicken wings on the side because I love chicken wings. But
Everybody likes chicken wings,
I don't
except
think
except Amy,
she
because
doesn't like chicken wings.
she doesn't like anything that's got a bone in it.
Oh my gosh,
She won't eat anything off the bone.
I freaking love chicken.
I
My
do too.
when I was young,
Nice
my
crispy
sister and I,
chicken wings.
yeah, my sister and I would go. There was a restaurant right on University Avenue, the main drag in town, and her and I would go there and get an order of chicken wings and just sit there and eat them. Like it was a big order, and we would eat them until we were like bloated from them. I love those, but it's
Uh,
funny. I missed.
okay,
Did I
I need
miss
to catch up
anything?
with chat. Everybody's been chatting while we've been preoccupied.
Yeah, that's okay.
Uh,
That's okay. We'll just catch up with them.
a little annoying because every week it's a different schedule. Oh, Emily's talking about her work.
Yes, yes.
Bring back my Bonnie to me.
Uh, I
We,
remember when I was young. I do too, Brooke.
yep,
I
that
remember
was a
when I was young.
long time ago.
It wasn't yesterday.
No, it definitely wasn't yesterday.
We're not getting any younger, although I tell everybody I am, but we're
I
not.
wish.
I'm 39 and holding.
I wish we could get to a certain age and go back a few years and then go back forward a little bit
Yeah,
and then come back a few
yeah,
years and
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that doesn't work,
No, it doesn't.
unfortunately. I
Okay,
figured that
Debbie,
out this
if
week.
I believe you're leaving now, so good night, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in, and I hope you feel better real soon.
Yeah, definitely. Prayers up.
Yes. Okay,
Okay,
let me
Shadow
see.
said, I figured that out, and this week I will not have my live stream. Oh, because on
Head for the
Wednesday I
dock.
go to Gothenburg for my mom's funeral.
Em says, me and Wanda are two same age. That's right, we are, Em. We're two same age people.
Um,
I'm waiting for Lori to kick in there.
I'm um um I'm, I'm way back.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Head for the dock. I am gonna head for the dock soon. I actually I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna video the boats going out of the harbor with going fishing lobster.
oh, excellent.
Yeah. My
Oh yeah, I'd
cousins,
like to see that.
my cousins all a lot of them are lobster fishermen up home, and I want to go up and video it. And then my best friend, well, her boyfriend is also a fisherman up there, and he still goes out fishing, so I'm gonna try and get him when he's going out too.
Cool.
So it'd be
Thank
kind
you,
of neat.
everybody.
It like I really want to do like the everyday life of PEI people, like not, the tourist stuff because you see that when you look on the Prince Edward Island webpage, you see the tourist stuff. I want the real life stuff. So
Yeah,
this is what I'm going to do this summer. I'm gonna put a lot of videos out, guys. So hopefully people will watch them.
absolutely. Are you kidding me? I will definitely share them out. And I
Yeah,
guarantee they're going to be very popular because people like to see stuff like that. And PEI is beautiful.
it really is beautiful here.
It's a beautiful spot.
When I win that big lottery there, I'm gonna invite a whole bunch of people. I'm gonna rent or maybe even buy one, a great big cabin place. Uh, there's one, there's one I'd really love to have. It's the western end, and they have, I think, about 15 cabins. So I'm gonna invite a whole bunch of people to come down, and they can stay at my cabins
That would
for
be
free.
cool. And if there's not enough room in the cabins, they can bring their RVs and campers and whatever else and park
Yes.
all over the place.
That's right.
Great.
Of course, Em, I would invite you. You'd be the
I'd have to
top
get a
of my
passport
list.
though.
What?
I'd have to get a passport.
Well, we'll get a friggin' private plane and fly you here and tell them you don't need one. You're only coming here.
Um, I don't know how to tell you this, but I
You
don't
can't fly.
fly.
I know. I know. I remember
I am
that.
petrified of flying. I've
You that
always
owns
been
your own
petrified
jet
of
and
flying.
you can't fly?
I can't fly.
That is funny.
My arms would get tired.
Yes, Broca Resort. It's a beautiful place. If I ever win that lottery, I'll buy it.
Hold on a second. What?
It's okay. Chickens can't fly either.
My son
What?
says, "Yeah, it's okay. Chickens can't fly either."
Uh,
That's why I can't fly because I'm chicken.
yeah, I hear ya. You can drive. You can drive now.
Yeah,
You got a brand new car, so you can drive for sure.
we could drive, but I'd still
Oh,
have
it'd
to
be
get a
so nice.
stupid passport. What is so
Yeah.
stupid?
Well, it's not that hard for someone like you. It wouldn't be hard for you to get one
I have a
because
record.
what? You do not.
I do. I got arrested once for a
What?
stupid thing. Just after we we went to move into our new apartment. We got our very first apartment after we got married.
Yeah.
It's a very long story.
Tell us.
I
We're listening.
we were trying to buy a refrigerator. We went to
Okay.
Sears and Roebuck. Back then it was still Sears and Roebuck
Yeah.
to buy a refrigerator. And we put money down on it. And then afterwards they told us, well, you're not going to get it until, like 3 or 4 days after I wanted it. I mean, I wanted it for tomorrow. And they were going to say, they were saying, oh, you won't get it for 3 or 4 days. I'm going, well, wait a minute.
Wow.
And then I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she was friends with the people that owned a furniture store that was right down the hill from where we lived.
Okay.
And so I went there.
Yeah.
And it was the refrigerator they had was cheaper, and they could deliver it tomorrow.
Okay.
So I stopped payment on the check that I had written as a down payment, as a payment on the one from Sears.
Yeah.
And I wrote a check to the furniture store that we bought the fridge from.
Yeah.
And for some stupid reason, Sears cashed the check.
And it bounced.
So it bounced. And then they got me
geez.
they had me arrested for fraud. It's
They
like,
had to.
it's not my responsibility for you being stupid. If it had a stop payment on it and you knew, because I called them and told them I was stopping payment on the check.
Oh, wow.
And they cashed it anyway.
And they had you arrested.
So they had me arrested. They
That's
had
ridiculous.
And I couldn't believe it. The cop knocks on the door. I thought he was kidding. I'm thinking, you get the wrong person. And he goes, "You Lorraine?" Yeah. No, you're the right person. You're under arrest.
Oh my
Fraud.
goodness.
I'm saying, what? I
They
didn't
were
do
stupid.
anything.
God.
I was
Well, that seems so
embarrassed and so mad.
That seems so funny. Our Lori. Our innocent little Lori. Like, God. What were they thinking? They were stupid.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Listen to
Wrong.
Jennifer says, we like criminals.
I was canceling the order, and I was going to stop payment on the check. And they went and put it in and deposited it anyway.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Like an hour later after we.
Jennifer says, we let criminals in, Lori.
Hours until my sister-in-law came and bailed me out.
That is something. Did you hear what Jennifer read or said? She said,
No.
we let criminals in. Just depends on the crime. Oh my God. And Brooke said, speaking of being young and the lottery, when I was 18, I was 1 week off with a quick pick $5 million ticket. I probably wouldn't be here if I won. Wow. Oh, Shadow says, Lori, for heaven, if it's a long story, make it short. Funny. Mika says, oh no. Wait. And then Jennifer says, wait, I'm subscribed to a criminal?
You're subscribed to a criminal. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. My confession,
Oh
I'm a criminal.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I was so embarrassed. Oh my
Oh,
God!
I could just imagine how embarrassed you were.
Embarrassed, and
I would
the
be.
jail they put me in. What
They really
a
put you in jail?
shithole. Oh, yeah, they put me in jail for
My
afternoon until my sister-in-law could bail me out.
I would have. That would have been it. I'd have had a cardiac arrest.
I was I was
Oh,
so embarrassed. I was afraid to sit on the bed because
you don't know.
God knows what the heck was on it before I
Yeah.
got there. And
Yeah.
the toilet was disgusting. It was filthy. It was wide open.
Oh
There's no
my God.
cover.
Oh, that's horrible. Like
Oh, it
that
was
really. Ooh.
filthy. Oh my God, it was so filthy.
See,
It
I'm
was
not.
disgusting.
I wouldn't have made it through that. But were the charges dropped because you canceled the order? Carl asked.
No, it
They
ended up
weren't.
going to court.
Oh my God. So what happened?
When it finally actually got in front of
Yeah.
the judge said, so there was a stop payment on the check, and you had no intention of this whole thing was just because you found another one at another place that was cheaper. It was cheaper, and I could get it delivered the next day, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
He threw it out of court. He said,
Yeah,
"Get
I thought he would.
out of here."
So then there was you have no criminal record then.
I don't know if I do or not.
No, no, if it was thrown out of court, you have
Probably
no
not.
record. No.
But it was
Um,
like, it was embarrassing.
of course it is. I'd be totally embarrassed.
I mean,
Mika
right in
says,
front of, people all around, because I lived at the time, we were living right in the middle of the city of Worcester. And
oh,
they're
that's a sin.
taking me out with my hands cuffed behind my back and putting me in the back of the cruiser. And
That is
I was
horrible.
like,
you did something real bad or
yeah,
something.
like I killed somebody or something,
Yeah.
Seriously, do you really have to put the cuffs on me? I'm not gonna run
anything.
away. What the hell am I gonna do?
That's right.
I started
Mika
laughing
says,
when he told me I was under arrest. I said, "What for?" Because I couldn't understand what the heck. I was only like, I don't know,
I would have laughed.
21 maybe.
Oh my goodness.
I was just a kid.
Mika says, oh, I'm so sorry you went through that, Lori.
Oh, thanks
So am
everybody, but
I.
it was the most ridiculous thing that ever happened to me.
And Jennifer says
Absolutely.
it's not like they gave you a product and you didn't pay for it. They cashed
Yeah,
a check for a product they didn't even give you. So yeah, like it should have been thrown out of court.
no kidding. It's
My
like,
God.
what the heck?
I'm
I'm not guilty, Ace.
you wouldn't think something like that would have happened back then.
I know, but it
You would
did.
never. That's horrible. Oh, just awful.
Unbelievable. Sears and Roebuck. Good old
And,
Sears.
and you know what?
And I
Sears.
wouldn't go shopping at Sears after that for a
Mm,
long time. And then I
I don't
ended up
blame you.
going back and buying something else from them. And I kicked myself afterwards that I did because it was a piece of trash too.
God. Brooke says I was arrested in front of my kids on my anniversary. Good times.
Oh,
Was it anything serious, Brooke? Do you want to
unbelievable.
share or not? It's
I
okay
didn't
if you
have any
don't.
kids back then. Thank God.
Yes.
I mean, I got married when I was 19, but I didn't have any kids until I was 26. What did you say, Paul?
Okay.
Who disowned you?
You would disown me? He says he'd disown me.
No, he wouldn't. Patsy, good night. Thank you very much for coming in and joining us. We appreciate it.
I'm
God
sorry,
bless.
Cassie. I'm sorry if I ruined your enjoyment of
No, you
Wanda's
didn't.
live.
No, you didn't. You did not. We asked. Okay. Peter says I've got to be more careful of who I subscribe to. I didn't realize I was subscribed to a felon.
I know.
And then he went, lots of laughs.
I
No,
know.
it's
They were all
you.
going to disappear. They were all going to disown me because I'm a criminal.
Nobody will disown you. No way. We all love you. Brooke said he got
An
arrested for an
unpaid
unpaid
speeding ticket.
ticket. License was suspended. I was on my way to my camp in Michigan. I was pulled over for a busted taillight.
Oh, God.
Honest to
Don't you love
God.
it?
Like this is
Unpaid speeding ticket.
like that's a power trip to me. Like to be arrested for something like that.
Yeah, because sometimes things like that, a speeding ticket or something like that, sometimes you forget about those things.
I
It's not
forgot
like you get
one.
them all the time.
Yeah, I got one back. Oh my gosh, it's probably 10 years ago. And I literally forgot about it. And I got this thing in the mail from the magistrate kind of thing. And I called and I said, like, what's this all about? They said, you have a speeding ticket. It was, I think it was $40. And because I forgot about it, it was $120. I said, well, I will be in tomorrow to pay it. So I just went in and paid it, but they didn't send the cops after me or anything for it. Like, that's ridiculous. A speeding
Yeah,
ticket.
I was, and they wouldn't even let me go in and change my clothes because I was getting ready to go to work because I was on the second shift. And
Oh,
I'm saying, but I have to go to work. No, ma'am, you have to come with us. Can I go in and
oh,
change? No, ma'am. We can't let you out of our sight. It's like, can I go get my pocketbook? No, no, ma'am.
oh my God.
Unbelievable.
That is horrible.
Oh yeah, they treated me like I had killed somebody. It's
I
like,
think that's
gee, you guys
awful.
are such great personalities, I tell you. I need a raise now, Wari. Yes, Ace, you definitely deserve a raise.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with power trips. It has to be because you don't arrest somebody for something stupid like that.
Yeah, but they
You
had
give
to
them a court
because
date, maybe.
they had to do it because Sears was the ones that pressed charges. And when the police get a notification that somebody's committing fraud over $1,000,
God,
it's a felony. It's not a misdemeanor
unbelievable.
anymore. It's a felony because it was over $1,000.
Wow.
That's why they arrested me.
Miguel says I was in a real junky car one time, and the cops pulled me over, and they opened my door, and the whole door fell. I was so embarrassed. The cop was shocked. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh my word.
Jennifer says I would have sued them
Yeah.
for damages.
Back then you couldn't sue the cops.
Now you
They were
can.
just doing their job. I wanted to sue
Yeah,
I wanted to sue Sears for
yeah.
false arrest.
Well, you had the right to
I had
because you had the
called
proof.
them and told them directly on the phone, I am canceling this order and I am stopping payment on the check. Please do not deposit it because
So
I
you called
need
the
the
bank
money.
too, right?
I had to call the bank the next day after I had been arrested to make sure that everything, and even the bank said that they had paid the money That's the other thing that was so screwy. The bank told me on the phone that the check to Sears had been paid,
Oh,
even though I stopped payment on it.
well, that's weird.
Yeah,
That is weird.
it is. It was an absolute. Um,
Oh my God.
I need to watch my language because it was definitely a butt kicking.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. It really is ridiculous. There's no excuse for that. None whatsoever.
It was a,
Like
it was
it,
a what do they call it? When things just one stupid thing happens and another stupid thing happens and another.
domino effect.
Yeah, but it's. I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of what the
Yeah, it was a
analogy is.
nightmare, is right.
It was definitely a nightmare. I mean,
Yeah. Yes, Jennifer, that too. Did you read that?
no, I didn't see that. Where?
She's the last one that typed something in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
absolutely.
You know, it's funny because I dealt with Sears most of my life. Like that's where I got my Christmas, my gifts from Santa Claus kind of thing came from Sears back in the day because back in those days, that's where you shopped at through the
Sears
Sears
used to have a
catalog.
great reputation for having
Yes,
good products at good prices,
yes,
and then
yes.
they got you know
Yeah.
it
They
all went to their
well
heads, and they decided to try to make more money than.
well they all closed here in Canada. We don't have Sears anymore.
I don't think there's any Sears left down here either.
We
Not that
we
I
used
know
to
of.
love Sears. Hi, Belinda. Welcome in. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Stella, Stella. Shh, shh. They hear something and they start barking. I have to clap to stop them.
I still can't think of that
Oh, excuse
phrase that
me.
I'm trying to think of. It's driving me bonkers.
Um, snowball effect. Somebody said that. Who said
Yeah,
that?
not a snowball.
Brooks
It's
said snowball.
it's
Everything
it's
snowballed.
it's when one stupid thing happens and then another stupid thing
Yeah, I
just
hear ya.
keeps.
Yeah, it's awful. So I bet you went through that for a little while. You had to go to court and
Oh
everything
yeah,
with it. And,
oh yeah. It dragged out for like about a year almost.
oh
It was
my
unbelievable.
gosh.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You know what? You could have sued them.
yeah. I probably could have.
You could have, and you'd have won because it was all on your side. Like you had the right.
Yeah,
Like you have a right to say no to something until it's delivered to your door. And actually, you can even say no when it's delivered to your door.
yeah,
It's once you have it in your house that it's different.
yeah.
And you didn't have it, so yeah. And you missed work that day. That's right, Jennifer said, and missed work.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm telling you, it really knocked me for a loop for a while because
I bet it
I
would.
could not get over it. I was a basket case for a while after that.
I would have been. I would have been. Because I'm like for me, I mean that's
A comedy of errors.
scary.
That's what it was.
Calamity. Okay.
Comedy of errors.
Okay.
It was just
Yeah.
one stupid thing after another. It's a comedy of
Yeah.
errors.
Yeah, I get you. Yes. But
I mean, I could write a book about that one.
well, like when you think of all the things we've been through in our lives, I'm sure everybody could write a book about their lives, and it would be interesting.
Yep,
Like, because every one of us have gone through some weird, strange, funny, and all that stuff.
yep,
You know, like we've all gone through it. So, when you think about it, like there'd be some pretty interesting books if we all wrote books.
yep.
Be
Make
pretty,
it like a group of short stories about this
yeah,
happened then, and then later this happened, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right.
oh yeah, I got a million of them stories. I'm telling you, if it was a screwy thing that could happen, it happened to us. We changed the name of Murphy's Law
Yes, that's
because it
right.
was
Yeah. Brooke says, I'm losing hope in humanity. Whoops, ever seen the movie Falling Down? I'm getting there.
no, I
And then
never saw
oh,
that.
Mike says, I've never seen that movie. Who's in it?
Yeah,
When did Falling Down come out? Em asked. If Sears got their money from the check, what are they suing for? You canceled the order and they still got part of the payment. Yeah, that didn't make sense, did it?
they got the whole thing. I paid the whole thing out of my checkbook.
That's just awful.
That's why it was $1,000 over $1,000 fraud.
That's horrible. Em says, I don't think I have had that drink yet. Are you having a drink, Em?
Speaking of a drink, I need a drink.
Yeah, I think my coffee. We'll cheers again, Lori. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
You and I are on the
1993
non.
Michael Douglas.
Okay, Michael Douglas.
Oh, that sounds kind of familiar. I
Me
don't
too.
think I saw it.
I'm going to look that one up and see if I did see that. I don't think I have to think. Yeah. 73
Yeah.
Michael Douglas. Read
I never had
Shadow's
a lot
comment.
of trust in humanity. There's only one person I trust.
Oh,
She
Shadow said, Snowball is a drink as well, people. Okay. Ace, we'll all have to check that out. See, I think I did watch that. I'm pretty sure I did. It's really familiar, Michael Douglas especially. I loved him. So I probably did see it. There was a point that I watched so many movies before I got on the internet. Movies were my thing.
Me too,
He went
yeah.
when he went to bed and Cass went to bed, Mama Bear sat and watched movies or cleaned and watched movies. I'd have the TV up loud enough because we had the two-story house and you couldn't hear upstairs when the TV was on. The upstairs, we were well insulated, so you didn't hear. But I would turn movies on and clean and do laundry and oh my God, movies were my
Jennifer,
thing then.
Jennifer made an excellent point. You
What
never
did
got
she
the
say?
fridge, so the other one's committing fraud because they took payment
And didn't
and
deliver a
didn't
product.
deliver a product for that payment.
Exactly, exactly.
And I mean, when you cancel an order, it is canceled ASAP as soon as you call,
That's
especially if you
right.
call them and talk to them on the phone. I talked to them
Exactly.
directly on the phone and I
That's
said,
right.
I am canceling this order and I
Yep.
am going to put a stop payment on the check
Yeah. Yeah.
because
I totally agree.
I found a fridge at a different place in Worcester and I'm going to buy it from them because they can deliver it when I want it and not
Yeah.
have to wait the 3 or 4 days, whatever it was that Sears was promising it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, when it's a fridge, especially a fridge, you want one ASAP.
Yeah, we were moving in that like
Yeah.
the next day or something, and we
Yeah.
wanted the fridge to be there when
That's
we
right.
moved in.
Yeah. That's it.
And we ended up buying all our furniture and the refrigerator from that furniture company because
Yeah.
they were distant cousins, I think, of Jerry's.
Look at Ace Road. Look at you now, Lori. You're here and they are gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. And then Carla said that was the year I got married. Don't remember that one. It must be 1993. She must have got married in 1993.
Wow.
I wonder if you can still sue plus interest since you still never got the fridge, Jennifer said.
Yeah.
Did you did you get your money back?
The bank never did cash the check.
Oh, okay.
That's what the whole thing was. It was it was a comedy of errors. It was like the
Yep.
bank told me that they had paid the money to Sears. Sears apparently never got the money,
So
but
that's where it all
they
started
were
from.
they were suing me for fraud, but the check never got paid to them.
Isn't that something, eh?
Well, that's what they were complaining about because they didn't get the money for the check. But the thing
God.
is, I canceled the damn order. That's why they didn't get their money because I stopped payment on the check because I didn't want them to cash it.
Yeah, I hear you. I totally hear you.
I was
Yeah.
within my rights.
You were within your rights. You have the choice of whether you buy something or not. They can't make you buy it, especially if you didn't have the product.
I don't
Like
know. It was
that's,
so screwed up. I can't even remember half of it. There was other things going on at the same time, and it
yep,
was
that's right.
insane. It was so
Now,
stupid.
let's get you a song, singing a song here and get you all calmed down now. What about Let It Be? Let it be,
I
let it
know Let It
be.
Be, but I
Speaking
don't know all
words
the
of
words.
wisdom, let it be.
I really don't know all the
Okay.
words.
Um, what else
Um,
now can we sing? Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. I
um,
used to be able to think of songs. Now I can't think of any. My brain is not good.
let me.
Oh, listen to Shadow. Shadow says those on Sears have been naughty, so they have to bend over and get spanked.
Hallelujah. Let's line up and take turns.
I okay. Oh, Jennifer said I thought you said the bank cashed the check and
Yeah,
Sears got the money, so it's the
actually,
bank's
I think
fault.
they did get the money.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. It's been so long ago. I mean, currently I was like
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, it's 50
That's
years
like
ago. We
that's
can't
like
remember that.
50 plus years ago. So
Yeah.
the memory is a little bit fuzzy, but it was so
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, Jennifer, good night. God bless. Hope you have a good sleep.
That's what
Carla,
the
Carla, good night. Have a
good
good
night,
sleep.
Carla.
God bless.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Finish saying what you're saying there. I just want to say goodbye before they left.
Um, now I forgot what I was going to say.
You were saying, yeah, that it was a
That was the
mix-up
stupid
with bank.
thing. The
Yeah,
bank was supposed to stop payment on the check, but they paid it anyway.
yeah. So it doesn't make sense.
But I got the thingy from I I was totally confused because they told me that they didn't pay it, but then they told me that they did pay it. So I had no idea if they paid it or not.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
And it just turned into a freaking nightmare.
Yes. Mike says, I love the French actor Gerard Depardieu Bogus and the other one where he's trying to get a passport or green card. Okay. And what are you kidding about? What did I miss? Let it go, let it go. Oh, okay. Lori, let it go.
Let it
Let
go.
it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm goofy.
I don't think I ever heard of that one.
No, it's just a saying. Let it go.
I
Let
know,
it go.
I
Let
know.
it go.
I
Okay.
haven't really thought about that in a long time, but oh my word,
Yeah.
we got
Totally
talking about
kidding.
the FI, the um, real
Oh,
ID,
yeah.
and I I have a criminal record.
That is
Technically,
hilarious.
I have an arrest record, which is really stupid, but
Well, I mean, you don't have one because that would have been, it was thrown out of court. So you
right.
don't have a record. You don't have one. And I think it was great that you brought it up because it was kind of a good laugh
Yeah,
because like
this is
we would,
the story of my life. These are the stupid things that have happened to me during my life.
yeah, and we've
It's
all
not
had
it's
stupid
not the
things
only thing
happen.
like this that ever happened.
Yeah, and Mike says it's good to get it off your shoulders though, and good to tell other people. It helps.
Yep. It's like it's
M
so
says,
stupid.
sorry, my
Hilarious.
sleep. It is funny. It really is. M says, sorry, my sleep emoji is next to my lots of laughs. Poor M. We love her, M. Funny she hasn't come up. She was supposed to come up sometime, but she's not getting up here. Tell her to get up here, Lori. She'll listen to you.
Who's coming up?
I just said, tell M to get up here. Say hello.
I thought she was going to bed or something. She said she's got to work tomorrow or something.
Does
I
she
don't
have to
know.
work tomorrow?
I
Wait,
thought so.
now, I, I actually I had her schedule. I don't remember. I have a horrible memory. I have to go vote this morning. I have my foot care tomorrow afternoon, and I have to go vote. I have
You
to
have
go
to go
vote.
vote.
Yeah, the big election,
Ah,
the Canada election.
ah.
So
So you
we have
don't
to.
vote directly for the prime minister, though.
No, well, it's the party. Like you vote for either Liberals, PC, Green, NDP, or there's two other different parties here, but they're unknowns kind of thing. So basically, it's always a race between the liberals and conservatives. It's always between those two. Like this is a two party country basically. Like we do have other parties, but they don't really get anywhere with the other parties. So it's either liberal or conservative that's going to win. And they're saying it's the liberals that are going to win. They're way ahead in the polls. So, like as far as I'm concerned, like I was saying earlier, is that for me the vote is about what person is going to be in Ottawa that's going to make our country better, to do the best for our country and let us come ahead. You know, that's what it's all about for me. I don't care if you're blue, red, purple, green, orange, whatever. It's whatever party is going to make our country back on track. And I have my mind set on what party I'm going for, and I will vote for that person.
Party.
Yeah. Well, that there's like the leader of the party is like the will be the prime minister. So that's the person I'm voting for this time. The party, like the leader of that party, is who I'm voting for this year. But we'll
So
see.
you are voting for a person, not a party.
No, the party. But
All
the
confused.
leader of the party, like I'm vote. Well, I guess in a way I am voting for a person, but it's the leader, like the person that's going to be prime minister of Canada. That's who I'm basically voting for. But
But if
it's
there's a whole
his
bunch of
party
them,
too.
it's
Like the person that is in my district is I've always voted a certain way, always, okay? And it was always for the person in my riding that I voted for, right? But this time I'm voting for the prime minister. Like that person as prime minister is what I want. Not the person in my riding, but the person that's going to be prime minister. That's who I'm voting for this year.
what's a riding?
Riding is like your district. You know how, do you guys have like districts that you vote in? Like you have,
Yeah,
like, okay, well that's like here. It's a riding here we call it, but I know a lot of places they call it district.
yeah.
So for me, I'm voting for the prime minister. I'm not voting for my district leader. I'm voting for the prime minister. And that's who a lot of people are voting for this year. Everyone I talk to is voting for the prime minister, not the leader of their party in their island
Yeah,
or
because
in their province.
the person, if you vote for the person in your district, then they're the ones that are going to vote for the prime minister.
Well, see, yeah, like they will because they're like, okay, just say PC. PC is Polyev. Okay, well, Polyev is the Progressive Conservative Party. So here on the island, we have a progressive conservative leader for the island, okay? So he would be, if he got in, he would be the premier of PEI, right? Like you guys have governors
That's
or,
like a governor. Yeah.
yeah. So here we have like premiers. So if it was the Liberal Party, then that would be Mark Carney, and he will be our prime minister. But here on the island, we have a leader of the Liberal Party, which would be, if he got in, he would be premier. So I'm voting for Ottawa, for the federal government, the prime minister of Canada. I'm not like voting for the premier of the island. I'm voting for the prime minister of Canada because
My
he
head
will be
hurts just trying to understand how that works.
okay, kind of like you guys, you have governors, and
But
when you
there's
vote, you
different
probably vote either
elections.
for your governor or for, okay, Trump is your
You vote for the governor
president.
and for
So
the
you guys have governors and presidents,
we
right?
we
We
vote
have
for both of them
premiers
individually.
and
We don't pick
and
between a governor and a president.
prime minister.
Whatever. We
So
don't have to
it's
choose between the two.
no, no, you don't. And we don't have to either. We don't have to choose between the two. I'm just choosing to vote for the party that will be prime minister. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like
I'm
like I
confused.
said, like Mark Carney is liberal and Polyev is PC. So I have chosen between those two on who I'm voting for, and that's who I'm voting for. One of them I don't want to see in there whatsoever. So if here the like say I guess I really can't explain it to you any better than that. I guess that's the best I
Yeah,
can do.
your system is so confusing.
Well, not really, because it's pretty well the same as yours. Because
No,
you vote for your governor. You vote for your governor, right?
we vote as an individual. There's this person and this
Yes.
person and this person
Yes.
all running for governor, and you pick
Yep.
one.
That's what we
And
do
then you
here.
have
The
this
same
person and
thing.
this person and this person voting for running for president. You vote for one of them.
Oh, okay. You vote for both.
Yes,
Oh, see, we only vote for one.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
this is
Because
the
the guys
federal
that get into
government.
your local are the ones that put the prime minister in.
Okay. Well, we vote for, like, we have like provincial elections, okay? So provincial elections are when we vote for,
Prime minister,
like
I would think. I mean, not
premier,
prime minister,
premier,
premier.
premier. And then we have like the federal election where we vote for the prime minister. And
So are you voting for?
so it to me this is all kind of but anyway, I have my headset on who I'm voting for, and that's just it. What's M. Buglet saying?
I don't
Sorry, my
know.
sleep okay. I'm tired. You're tired. Well, go to bed then. Get some sleep. You didn't do good in that subject in politics, BK?
Yeah,
And Buglet M says our next local town vote next month. Okay.
that's local town.
Okay. And we have districts too. Okay, you have districts. I don't like politics, but I care about my Canadian friends. Oh, thank you, Mike. We love you too. A big hug.
Absolutely.
And then
And
Ace
you
says,
just on this.
I'm really hoping there's not a test on this. I guess we were
I
getting pretty deep
agree.
there, Lori. We were getting too deep for these guys. No, okay.
Oh,
Wait now. Wait now.
it's
Listen
so
to Fit.
complicated.
Listen to Lee. Lee says, no, we only have one vote, the party. There. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
That's how
because the
I
party
feel.
votes for the prime minister.
That's what I've been trying to say, so I didn't get it
That's
out there. That's
so
okay.
that means you're not really voting for the prime minister ever.
Um, well, his district votes for him. Like he's in
Yeah,
whatever district in Ontario there. I think both of them are in Ontario, aren't they, Lee? Aren't they both in Ontario? My head's hurting too, Mike. My head's hurting a lot. Too much thinking. Um, okay. I get a lot of comments taken down by YouTube. How come? Why do you get comments taken down? I don't see anything wrong with anything you've ever written.
because they don't like you talking about politics, especially if you don't agree with the government and the
Well,
way
see,
it's.
that's why I don't
That's why they put you on
name
a shit list. Pardon my French.
I don't name parties. Like I won't name like who I think should be in there and who I don't think should be in there because I don't want to get into them and politics and that stuff. I
Good
will
night,
not.
Peter.
Peter, you going to bed? Good night,
Apparently,
Peter. God bless. Big hug for Peter. Lori, big
because
hug for Peter.
and Brooke is saying, yeah, ice cream. I'm going to make some pizza and have some chocolate ice cream and then sleep.
Who said that?
Brooke Trout.
Where is he?
I keep forgetting his name.
I do too. And I
Lee.
did know it. What?
Isn't it Lee? Is that Lee?
Fisherman is.
Oh, Fisherman is. Oh, right. Never mind. Wrong
I
person.
get
Brooke
along.
Trout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says, yeah, ice cream. I'm going to make pizza, have some chocolate ice cream, then sleep.
I
That's
don't
funny.
blame you a bit.
Yeah, I don't either, to be totally honest. Have a great night, Peter. God bless, honey. Thank you for
Yep.
coming in. And Buglet, I think Emmy is getting close to going to
Oh,
bed
yeah.
too. I think she's tired too.
That's
BK, I'm
for.
so glad you came in. Thanks for being a part of our chat with us. I really, really appreciate that. You're such a sweet lady. Oh, Brooke's name is Paul.
Oh, okay. Well, that ought to be easy because that's my son's name.
Okay. I have to remember DJ's name is Debbie and Brooke's name is Paul. Now, if I can say that 10 times, I'll remember it.
Maybe.
Oh, hello another time. Great to see you in here. Thanks for coming in.
Oh,
Now, I do know that another time's name, but I can't remember right now either. Okay. I'm just gonna put this out there. Another time, what's your first name? I don't remember. And I should. I should know that. But my memory is short and sweet the last couple of weeks. Uh,
Woman King.
oh my goodness. Well, we
Yeah.
had a great chat again, Laura. We have great chats, you and I.
Yes, we do.
We really do.
Absolutely. I love
We
talking to you.
we have some good laughs.
And all of the people in chat, too, because
Yes,
they are
we love them.
beautiful people.
They are. They really are. Like we've made some really good friends on here.
Yep,
And you
absolutely.
know, I'm gonna cherish each and every one of them. I
Yep.
thought I heard Linda in here.
Nope,
No,
no Linda.
no, Linda didn't make it in.
But there
That's
was
kind
an
of fun.
ace. There is an
Okay,
ace.
Lee says yes. Both riding in both of the party leaders have ridings in Ontario, but they were voted in 2 months ago by the leadership party. That's right.
Okay. By the leadership party. That's another
Yeah.
party. How many parties are there?
Okay,
There's
I think
22
there's
parties.
five. I think there's five parties here. Is it five or six? I'm not sure. I, see. I really just pay attention to the parties that I pay attention to. I don't really pay attention to all of it, just the ones I pay attention to. And really, I really delve into what they're saying. I don't just I don't just like, glance over things. I really read it and
But
get
you
right
see,
into it. That's
when it's election time, you're not you can't always expect them to be telling you the truth when they say what they want done.
Yeah.
They could
I
be
hear you.
lying to your face just to get your vote.
I know. And I've watched how they were in the past, and I've watched what they've made promises for and what they've fulfilled in those promises. So I'm a really deep digger when it comes to a party. And our last premier here, I loved him. I absolutely loved him. And it's funny because our premier that just
Which
resigned
one?
in January,
Which one?
his name was Dennis King,
Oh,
and he resigned in January. But he was my photographer at my wedding.
oh really?
Yes, many
I
years
thought
ago.
Trudeau was in power for like the past 10 or 15 years or something.
No. He was
Oh, you're talking
the prime
premier.
minister.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying the premier
Okay.
for
Oh,
the island.
I get so
But
confused.
he was our photographer for our wedding. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, see, Jen says it here. U.S. has Democrats and Republicans. Canada has a bunch of parties. So you don't have to have 51% of the votes. You just have to get the most of all the parties. So most of the people can vote against the party.
Yeah, but then you kind of break it all up, and the next thing you know, it's so watered down that
Well,
the most
okay,
popular
today,
guy is the guy that's going to get it.
yes.
The one with the most money behind him, probably.
Well, Mike, I won't say who I'm voting for. I'm just saying that our last premier I voted for, and it was basically because I knew him and I knew he was an honest man. Like I knew him for years, a lot of years, okay? So I knew that he was an honest man, right? That's why I voted for him. But
Yeah,
now I'm going totally out there and I'm voting for who I feel will be the best Prime Minister of Canada. That's where my vote is going this time. It's not it's not about a person anymore like here. It's about who I want as Prime Minister.
yeah,
And
because
that's
he's the guy that
yeah,
has all the power.
that's right. And that's who I want to vote for. Oh, look, Minky says I made that mistake before and learned my lesson. I understand.
Yeah,
I won't voice that online at all now. And then another time says where I live, as long as you stay out of the cities, everyone votes the same and they talk about it. Not in the city. That's right.
yeah, exactly.
One Jen says one party could have 20%, 5% of the votes and win. So 75% of the people didn't vote for the winning party. I understand and agree with you, Wanda. Yes. Yes, you have to use caution
That
when
is
you're
so confusing.
you have to use caution when you're online and talking about politics because you
Oh, yeah.
certainly don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you could be shunned kind of thing from that party if they win. I'm not going to do that. I'm
Or
disabled now and my
you
husband is
could be put on
disabled,
a
so
little list that the government keeps to
yeah.
keep an eye
Yeah.
on people that are
Yeah.
not towing the
Voted.
line the way they
Well,
want it to.
I think here is a little bit different than down there, Lori. Like that doesn't really happen here. Like we do have
Are you sure?
like we do have where, if a certain party gets in, they kind of pick and choose their own government, people kind of thing. And they are people that vote for them. Of course they are. Like that's, to be expected. But I don't really know. Now, I might be wrong about that, but I don't really know of anybody being on a list kind of thing to, be picked at kind of thing. I don't know of it, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It could. I don't know. I'm not that into politics yet, but
I'm going to shut my mouth
yeah, me too. Let's just
because
let's
I
just
don't want
drop
to
it now.
stir up. I don't want to stir up trouble on your channel.
Well, the big thing is you know what? Like, as long as we don't say names and parties, then we're fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when Nikkei says, but when you do vote here, they broadcast it on the internet what party you voted for. So that's crazy. Oh my God, they actually, I never knew that. Wow.
What?
Nikkei says, but when you do vote here, they broadcast it on the internet what party you voted for. So that's
Who
crazy.
does that and where?
Nikkei.
Yeah, right. Where? Where does that happen? I have never seen anybody broadcast where I vote
Really?
or who I vote for. I mean, I might have leanings towards one party or the other, or one person or the
Mike,
other, but I
Mike's
don't
in
exactly
Oklahoma. Lori, Mike's in Oklahoma.
really.
Yeah. If you have 5 parties to vote for, you usually don't get 51%. Oh, we just read that, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Did she say it again? No. Well, I guess. Okay. Sorry,
Did you see what
autospell.
Ace said?
What'd she say?
I picked a piece of rib off the bone earlier and it shot across my hair and flew behind my lift chair. Now I
Oh
can't
my
find
God.
it. Thought I'd share my day so far.
Oh, Ace, you're so cute.
You
You
are
really
so
are.
cute.
You're just so cute.
Uh,
That is funny. Um, yeah.
um,
So Brookhouse says that sounds like 1920 Union stuff. I don't know. Jennifer says in the US, there's a website for voters. You can go on and type a name, and their name and address and party they support shows up. Lori,
right,
did
but
you know that?
that doesn't mean that that's how they voted.
But it says the party they support shows up. So I guess that
You're
would be
not
who they
voting
voted.
for the party, you're voting for a person.
Oh,
Doesn't mean no matter what your party you have, there could be other people in different parties that you might decide that you don't want to go with the party you usually vote for, and you vote for somebody totally different. Because
yeah.
there's no way anybody can tell who you voted for because
Well, there
our
shouldn't
ballots
be.
are all secret.
Well, that's what I thought. Swede says here in Sweden, when you vote, they don't broadcast it on internet. It's a
No,
secret on which party
it's
you vote for.
yeah,
Oh, Jennifer says it's how they registered. Okay.
yeah. It's how you register. There are Democrats that
Okay.
register as Republicans so they can vote in the primaries to try and screw up the primaries to get rid of the person that might be the biggest competition. And
Okay.
Republicans do the same thing. They'll register as a Democrat and vote in the Democratic primary to make sure that they vote against the person that is the biggest threat to their party too.
Okay. Well, Mike
So
says, well, they
what you
show
pick
what
as a party
party.
doesn't mean diddly squat here. You can vote for anybody
Okay.
you want. You don't
Well,
have to vote according to your
said,
party.
Mike said, well, they show what party you voted for, Democratic or Republic. And then um, another time says it is the same in Kentucky. Nobody knows who you vote for unless you tell them.
They
And then
can't. Yeah,
Jennifer says it's all tracked in the US, but there's a site that shows what party you are registered as a member. Is
right.
that what she said?
Registration doesn't mean diddly squat. It doesn't say who you voted for.
Well, Jennifer said they actually track who each person in the US votes for. They
No,
don't
they
tell
don't.
you. Well, this is just what she said. They don't
It's
tell
in
you if they
Canada. How
do
does
it,
she
but they
know?
do. I don't know. And then Lee says they can't do that here in Canada. No, they can't.
It doesn't matter what your party. You don't vote for a party down here. You vote for a
That's
person.
right, Lee. We don't have a primary.
You're
Yeah, it
not.
is.
You're not tied to a party to vote for that party to indicate who you're voting for.
Okay. Brooks said they had a sheriff in Milwaukee County that was a Democrat, only because it's a Democrat county, but he was Republican. He
People
was
do
awesome.
stuff like that all the time. And it's
Yeah.
because you don't vote for a party, you vote for a person.
Okay,
You
well, we
vote
don't
for a
have
name.
primary here, So, like, it is totally different here than it is there.
You vote by a
Yeah,
person's name, not by a
that's
party.
yeah, that's what another time said. I vote for people, no party. That's
Right.
right. That's right. And that's
Because
that's how.
actually, I'm not even, I'm not, I'm classified as an independent. I don't,
Okay.
I don't, um, subscribe to a Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent, which means they don't know who the heck I'm voting for
That's good. That's
because
how
I
you
can
should
vote.
do it.
Because that way, they can't point to me and say, "Hey, you're a Republican. I'm not. I don't like you
Okay.
because you're a Republican, or I don't
Okay.
like you because you're a Democrat." Well, you're not going to know
Well,
which one I am because
I'm
I
not
don't
telling you.
publish. I don't publicize that.
Yeah. Mike says I was shocked when I saw it with my own eyes. I can't believe it. So
Right. But what you see on
she's
the internet
seen,
is not always true.
yeah. I agree with that. Like everything on the internet isn't true. I
Yeah.
know. Okay,
Just because
Jennifer said,
it says it on the internet, that doesn't mean it's true.
okay, now this is Jennifer's rebuttal to you. I know a whole lot they don't tell people about. I've been trained and taught, but by top-ranking USA and Navy intelligence and above with very high clearances. I'd be shocked what they do and don't tell people ballots. Okay, I don't really understand that.
I don't
Jennifer,
know what
I
she's
don't know what
talking
you
about.
meant. I don't know what you meant either. I'm sorry. I tried to. Brooke, you really shouldn't talk politics. Like, if you're for a real, a certain party and that's it, or a certain person and that's it, you probably shouldn't talk about. Like, I don't mind talking, about the whole picture, but I
People
won't
are
get
chipped.
into.
Who's chipped?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think she's getting into those conspiracy theorist websites
I
that
don't.
are
I don't
selling
know.
BS, the Q and all that kind of crap. Those guys are idiots. They're just out there stirring up crap just to stir up crap.
That's
They
true
don't know what
another
they're talking
time. Another time says, I figure everything about me is out there anyway, since I am a content creator. It doesn't matter. And it's true, you know, as long as they can't hurt you by anything that's out there, it's good. Okay, Jennifer says ballots.
What about ballots?
Okay,
Ballots are
Jennifer.
anonymous.
Okay,
There is no
Jennifer,
name on the ballot.
give us your
Your
your.
name is not on any ballot.
Okay, Jennifer says I don't have any interest in conspiracy anything, just facts. Okay, so she's just telling you facts that she knows, Lori.
The ballots don't have your name on it.
Well, I wouldn't think they would. Ours
Your
don't have our
ballots,
name on
your
it.
ballots, yeah, you don't have a name. Is your name
It's
printed
a
on a ballot?
number. It's a number.
How are they going to tie it to you if your name isn't on it?
Well, they actually can when you think about it, because you go in, you have to sign in, you have to show your ID, and
Right. And they
you
hand you a
get that
ballot
number.
that's everybody gets the same ballot.
No, but every ballot has a number on it, honey.
No.
Here it does. Oh, well, I think it does. Now I know
No.
there is a number on it. I don't know if they're all different numbers, but I'm pretty sure. See,
There's
I can't
nothing that
say.
identifies it as you have this ballot. There's no name on it. There's nothing. They're all generic.
Okay, no, Jennifer says that's how they found all those ballots in 2020 that were dumped in random places in the middle of nowhere. They have microscopic chips and can also be tracked to satellite. Wow, I didn't know that.
Okay. So they know where they went, what town they went to, but that doesn't mean that they have an individual's. There's no way to. When
Okay.
ballots go out, they are there's no identification with the person that gets the ballot. Because
Okay.
if they get a ballot if somebody makes a mistake, they can turn in the ballot and they'll destroy it. They'll put it through a shredding machine and give you a new one to replace it.
Okay. Now, Mike says, I don't want that information put out, especially where I live, because people are real touchy about the subject. And then Brooks said, he said, I just want to be left alone. And Swede said, there's very few conspiracy theories that are actually true.
Exactly. Exactly,
And
Shadow.
and then, okay, Lee, I wasn't sure on that. Thank you for confirming that for me. Lee says they're all the same number, but no name. Good,
Yeah, there's no
good.
names.
Okay, and
So how
Jennifer
can they
says,
tell who you as an individual voted for? They can't.
they are very high-tech chips. So I don't like I honestly
You've been
can't have an
reading.
opinion on that because I don't know anything about the US and their voting system, so I can't tell you
That is a
nothing.
conspiracy theory.
Lori, you just chat for 1 second. I have to
Okay. It's tied to the quantum system.
still
What the
calm down.
heck is the
Calm down.
quantum system?
I never heard of it. Don't know it. Oh wow.
Jennifer, I think you've been reading conspiracy websites. I don't know where you're getting where show me a link to the people that are telling you this stuff. Because this sounds like conspiracy BS to me.
I can't even have an opinion on that because I really don't know anything about your legal system down there, so your
Yeah,
voting system and all
exactly. I
that.
mean, you have such a screwed up system for voting. We don't even understand how the heck you vote.
And that's how I feel about you guys.
I know. So, how can you claim to understand how our voting is working and how they can
Yeah,
track us all the time if
yeah.
you don't even know how the heck we vote?
I have no idea. I cannot. I can't even voice an opinion on it because I don't have one. I only voice opinions when I know something about it.
There, there's no such thing as privacy anymore. Yeah, well, it depends on how much you put out in public.
Yeah, yeah. And that's true. You know, if we put it out there, of course people are going to know it, right?
Quantum physics.
Oh, wow. I think it's time for Lori to sing another song.
Okay, Jennifer. We can agree to disagree, but you've been trained by whom? That's the only thing I would ask. Who trained you in all this stuff? That's why I'm gonna go live in the woods, cash only, and forget about everything. Yeah, I'd like to buy a nice big hunk of land and go build a little shack in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It certainly would.
And have like your own animals, and I'm afraid I probably wouldn't be able to eat it meat again, but because
Um.
I'm not one that could be have an animal and then eat it. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
but oh well.
Um.
Now I'm gonna let my dogs out. Since I can walk around and talk, I guess I'll do that.
I was gonna ask you what song you want to hear.
Let me see. Um, okay, you don't know that one. What else? Do you know Let It Be? Did I ask you that one already?
Didn't you already asked me that one? Yeah. I mean I know the song, but I don't have the words, and I'd have to
Okay.
look it up. And
Oh, that's okay. So you pick one that you do that you really like to do. You pick one.
anybody else that I don't think most of the people that are in here don't usually listen to me. I don't think.
I think there's quite a few in here that normally listen to you. I think there is. I don't know who's in here right now. I can't see the phone. I left it in the living room. I just have the headset, so I can't see what's being said or anything. I'm letting my
Linda,
doggies out.
Paul, and Mikay, and
Eight,
Ace is in there somewhere.
is she napping?
She's probably in the background somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Where does it say
Okay.
how many people are watching? I can't even see that.
I can't either from here. I'll let you know in a second here. Yeah.
No, it doesn't say.
I filled my coffee up, but I'm only going to stay on for 10 more minutes because that'll be one. I'll have 3 hours to sleep.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
You're too
I'm
late.
back.
That's
No, it's
terrible. You should
fine.
be
No, I
sleeping.
only do it once a week, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's I only do it. Well, actually 2 nights a week. I do it on Sunday nights, me, and then I watch Peter's late live on Wednesday. So that's the only two. And then, well, yours. I always turn yours on. I
Shadow
don't
says
miss
he
it.
always listens to me. So what do
Yes.
you want to hear, Shadow? You know the kinds of stuff
Oh,
I sing.
that's a good idea, Mika. You get a coffee too. We'll all have a coffee together, right? Lori'll have her iced tea. Is it iced tea you're drinking tonight?
No, it's
What are you
always
drinking?
cranberry grape juice.
Oh, well, that's even better. That's good for you, that.
Oh, I know. I don't
Okay,
do iced tea. I'm not a big iced tea
another
fan.
time, can you tell us your first name because we can't remember? My memory is really bad.
I think she
Can-
said it. I think it's Linda.
I didn't, I missed it. I must
Linda
have
with a
missed it.
Y,
Okay,
I think.
wait now. She didn't answer me. She might have already gone. Ah, already picked out?
Ah, Paul says he has 120 acres in the middle of nowhere. A buffalo and some potatoes, and I'll be good.
Yeah, yeah. I said earlier, go down to the river and pray. That's right. There's
Yeah, I
nothing like going to the
don't.
ocean or river or whatever you're closest to.
Um,
Okay, Jennifer says working on it, lots of less, already for the island, about the same price as what I can sell my house for. Are you are you thinking about coming over here, Jennifer? I missed it.
okay, I'm gonna.
It is Linda. Okay. Good night, Linda. God bless. Thank you very much for coming in. We really appreciate it. Where did Lori go? Lori's gone. I think we lost her. Hi, Drops. You were supposed to be here early and sing for us. Drops was supposed to sing for us tonight. Lori, where'd you go? I lost her. Oh, you want your own island that's private. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd like to do that too. Just me and, well, I have to take my daughter and my grandson and my son-in-law and my husband too, because I wouldn't, um, I wouldn't go anywhere without them. So I have to take them. But yeah, Lori, where did you go? Did she get knocked off or something, guys? Where did my Lori go? I lost her. Oh, whoa. Oh, there we go. I don't know what I did there, but I did something. I hope my Lori comes back. I don't want to lose my Lori. Um, oh, that's right, Drops. I'm sorry, you did. You said next week. Okay. You haven't had time to practice. All right. You've been busy this week. I can sing. Yeah, I can. Am I gonna? No, not today, but whenever I get some time to practice a little bit, because I haven't had time the last week. So give me a couple more weeks and I will sing you a song and I'll play my guitar. How's that? Ace? Is that good? I will sing you one. I I just have to practice a little bit with my strumming here and get my fingers back to feeling it again. I haven't played for a long time, so yeah, I will. I promise. Stuff came up. That's right, Ace. Things come up sometimes. Sometimes we get busy and we don't get to do the things we want to do. There she is. She's back.
I'm
I
an
lost
idiot.
you. Where'd you go?
I was closing tabs that I didn't need anymore, and for some reason I closed this one, and I totally didn't even realize it when I did it. I
Oh,
thought I
well,
was
you know what?
closing something else.
I did it right behind you.
Did you really?
Yep. And it's funny because I I did it and then I popped myself right back up without anybody even knowing I did it.
Oh my God. It was like, what a dummy. I'm talking to
That was funny.
everybody and I'm saying, I got to get back because I'm going to have to learn this because,
Yep.
and not
Okay,
even
drops.
realizing that I had closed the stupid tab.
Yep.
What a
Yep. You remember Drops told us last week he was going to sing Ave Maria for us?
yes.
He's going to do it next week because he hasn't had time to practice this week, but he's going to
Uh,
do it next week. So we
I'll,
have a special guest next week singing Ave Maria.
Pavarotti. I have a very good, very old good friend who was an opera singer, but he never could make it on the stage. He was
Oh,
trained by some of the best singers and the best
okay.
voice singer in that trains the people that sing in the New
Yep.
York. Um,
Symphony?
yeah,
Symphony?
yeah,
Okay.
in the New York Opera Company,
Yeah.
and he has glaucoma so bad
Okay.
that he could not see well enough to be able to get on the stage and go through all of the being able to get around on the
Yes.
stage. He would have had to have somebody lead him around.
Yeah,
So
I understand that.
he never could perform the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he did spend, oh God, probably
Oh,
30 plus
Mike.
years
Mike is
singing.
going to bed, Lori, so let's say goodnight to her.
Good night,
And
Mike.
Mike, we love you bunches. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
I love you guys. I don't
God
know
bless, honey.
who left since I closed the stupid tab, or
Thank
who
you.
popped in. I
Yeah.
know Drops definitely wasn't here when I left.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he came in after you left.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
What an idiot.
We had a wonderful chat tonight. I really enjoyed it. I
I
love when
did
you come up
too.
with me. You and I had some great chats.
Absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
it just lightens my heart when you come up with me and we chat and like we seem to find so much to talk about. Like
I
here we
know.
are, 3 hours we've been talking. Like that's
And
a
so much
long
in
time.
common. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
like it.
I do too. Shadow says, I'm not a good singer. I sing so false that I can wake the dead up, and I don't want to have a zombie apocalypse on my
On my
hand.
hand.
Well, that is what I have been told. Drop says, I scream a lot, though. You can hear me 6 blocks away.
Oh, that's me. I
Yeah,
project.
yeah.
I do have a very loud voice.
I have a really soft voice. I For years, my husband would say, "What? What? 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 What'd you say? What'd you say?" And
I've
now,
never had
since
that problem. I have people say, "Why are you yelling at me?" It's like, I'm not yelling.
Well, now I'm the opposite because he can't hear me, so I have to talk real loud, and I get a sore and hoarse throat from talking
Oh, jeez.
because I'm not used to screaming. And my daughter says now when they come over, she says, "Mom, you don't have to talk so loud. I can hear you." And I'm like I went from being this real soft-spoken person to this like really loud person now. And little Henry looks at me when I'm talking to him. Sometimes I'm talking loud and I don't realize it. And he'll say, "Granny, I hear you." I say, "Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk so loud." And then when he talks to his grandfather, he says, "Poppy." And of course, he can't hear him, right? So he goes really loud and he goes, "Poppy." And when he's leaving here, he'll go, "I love you, Poppy," as loud as he can say it. And his grandfather hears him and he says, "I love you too, Henry." But like he has to talk right loud. We all have to talk real loud to talk to him. So like when you're used to being a soft-spoken person, and then you have somebody that has a hearing issue, and you start talking loud, like you can't tell the difference anymore whether you're talking low or high.
Yeah,
So I'm trying. I'm
yeah.
trying to
I know.
identify
I
that.
have I have a really hard time speaking softly. I'm not a
Oh, really?
soft speaking person. I've always been
Oh,
loud,
oh,
and
see, not me.
I can project. When if I wasn't whistling, I was yelling, "Hey
I know.
guys, time to get
That's funny.
stop her!"
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
It's funny when you think about it though. Like like growing up, I was always this real soft-spoken person and like rarely did you ever hear me talk loud.
When I
And
was little, I was like that.
yeah. And
I was
now I literally have to scream for anybody to hear me here. Oh well, it's life. Drop
um,
says I can sing Ave Maria, but Pavarotti doesn't sing it properly in Italian, so I need to make sure I do when I sing. So he's going to sing it real good for us, Lori, next week.
Okie dokie. Italian or Latin?
I don't know if I think he's going to sing
Ave
it
Maria
properly.
is usually done in
Latin. Is it Latin? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
ecclesial Latin.
Yeah. Well, they do sing it in Italian. Okay. What's that band that sings Let Me Take You Far Away?
Let me
I don't
take
know.
you far away. I have no idea.
I don't either.
Never heard of it.
Funny. Okay. Well, it is now 1:01. So I think it's time for Wanda to get off. But
Oh,
Lori, thanks so much for joining me. Love having you. We always have a few laughs.
yes, we do. I
So let's.
coming on your live.
Are you gonna start one up yourself there?
I might jump on for a little while.
Okay. Well, everyone, go over and check out Lori's Prepping for Heaven. She
It probably
is
won't be too long because we gotta do the car thing tomorrow. So
okay. Well, you guys all go over and check out Lori. And how many's left? We got 9 still in here. So yeah, everybody go over and check out Lori and give her some love. Okay,
yeah,
so I'm gonna say good night to Ace, to Lee, to Brooke, to Drops, to Jennifer, to Swede, to I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Ace. She's in the
McKay is
background.
gone. Yes, I said Ace. She was the first one I said because good night, honey. Okay, good night, everybody. God bless. And remember, keep your gratitude going because none of us are promised tomorrow. So be grateful for
Absolutely.
today. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all bunches. And Lori, big hug.
Big hug.
And everybody, big hug. And I'll see you before next Sunday, but I will see you next Sunday. So
Absolutely.
good night. Love y'all. Lori, say goodbye.
Good night, everybody. I love you all too. God bless. Godspeed.
And go
And
over and check out Lori.
I'll be hopping on in a few minutes
Okay.
after I get a
Everybody?
refill.
Okay. Everybody go over and check out Lori, okay? She'll give you a few more laughs before you go to sleep.
Yeah, and a few more songs, maybe.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Okay. Love ya.
Love you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We're off.